go.
All right, welcome back, everyone, for another D&D night. Last time in a session, it was quite a while ago, you guys made your way to the central plaza of the city that you are in, the city of Nobwell. You guys are about to go inside a really big castle, and when you guys enter the room, you see a round table with 4 people sitting at it. When you look over to Clara, the little girl that you guys have been escorting since you guys entered the city, she opens her eyes in joy because she actually finally sees someone she recognizes. It is a blonde woman with blue eyes, and she's very fit but old. Okay. You can tell that she's of some important power because out of the 4 people there, she is sitting at what would be called the most ornate chair in the room. The room you was laid out is a big long hall with one table where all of them are sitting around, and then on the sides are these blocked off areas that would have been corridors or stairs to the other parts of the castle.
And was any of the people? You said there's 4 people at the table.
Yes, among the people at the table, there are 4 people sitting down, and then you can see a couple of guards around the room.
Were any of those the one that we sneaked after?
No.
So do we know who any of these 4 people are?
You can guess the person with blonde hair. That's kind of sounding like a description that you heard of. She's kind of like the president of this area. Yeah, she's the only one that kind of looks and sounds familiar.
What about the guy we saved? He's not here?
The guy that you sent Snicked to is not.
No, the guy we saved. The guy we snuck back into the city.
He is there, yes.
That is someone we know.
Yes.
Okay. Do I have to keep asking to make sure I don't know the other 2 as well?
You don't know the other 2.
Okay, just checking.
The guy that you snuck into the city is sitting to the left of the blonde woman.
So is he surprised to see us?
No.
Since he called us there?
Yeah, he's the one who gave you the invite, yes.
Right. So, okay. Just setting the stage.
Yes.
Okay.
All right.
Everyone
So do you guys want to communicate with each other and figure out what you're trying to figure out? So far, you know that when you got to this continent, you had to fight off some, lava monsters and some fire skeletons. You don't know what that's about. And you don't know why one of the council members had you sneak them back in. They was kind of vague about it. And you also know of a Brendan Lupin, which you don't know the whereabouts of. And then you also know of the Clara's caretaker. He is currently in the hospital.
And we have 2 parts of a cool sword.
You have 2 parts of a knife.
Knife. Didn't we think? And we also found out that magic is illegal.
Yes.
Did we also find out that Lupin's a werewolf or not yet?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, exactly.
Didn't we think that like the girl's mom was the person on the council or something?
Yes.
Okay.
And we think the mom was grooming the girl to take over and be very mean like she is. Okay. Is Cecil on another planet or what?
What happened?
Are we all good back there?
You guys are all grouped. I assume that you guys grouped up before you went.
All right, hold on. Joseph.
Yeah.
Not you.
Which one, me?
Yes, can you reset Hero Codex for your namesake?
Yes. 1 second. It'll be the same as everybody else, okay?
Yeah.
Change password button does not do it.
No.
It actually does, but if it goes back.
It changes it for you.
No, it doesn't do anything when I click it.
Now if you have to log in first, genius.
Why is there the button?
Oh my god. And you're supposed to be the type
It's not forgot my password. It's changed my password.
Forgot my password.
That's a great idea. So I'm just gonna click change my password and never have to log in ever again.
I haven't changed. My password is still password.
My password
I haven't
is still
changed.
password.
My password.
Okay. The login is Joseph C, and it's the usual.
Is it all lowercase?
Please change it.
No, it's capitalized.
No, it's not.
No, it's not.
He's on his computer.
The
Fix that.
Username or the
The
password?
username's all over.
Excuse us, YouTube, but we got technical difficulty.
That's more of a mental difficulty.
Yeah, as you say. We have user difficulty.
Hey, but we got 4 people watching us.
We need new users.
Save.
Okay, there's nobody here anyway.
4 people are watching our technical.
I got in.
Oh my
It's like
God.
Love tech.
our resident watcher is actually playing tonight, so you know.
I'm still watching. Yeah, we have no audience. I'm still watching.
All right, are you okay back there now?
Yes.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Problems solved.
Okay.
Finally.
All right. So who wants to take lead on talking to these wonderful people?
I'll do it.
Oh.
I want to do it.
All right, what should I say, gang?
Say hi.
I say
Wait.
hi.
Do we want to start off with a selling of a religion?
Yeah, no.
No, so I know my manners. First, I need to say hi, and then I try to convert.
Wait, are these the top?
I'm going to recommend that the party makes a
Introduce yourself.
Yes.
Yeah.
smart decision on who they choose to talk to them.
Sean, are these the highest people in the city?
Yes.
Like the
Yes, these are the council members. These guys run everything.
I think our bard should sing the questions at them.
Nice. That's a good introduction.
Yeah.
What?
Wow.
What?
Tell me when everybody's awake.
You mean when we leave? Sure. Okay. So Aiden, you're up. Go talk to the guy that called us here.
what if we do like a bold move and say your city sucks so bad that we had to sneak your own councilman in?
That would not be a wise decision.
What do you guys want me to say?
Say hi.
Well, hey, he called us here. You can ask him why.
Okay. So I'm gonna go up to the guy that we know. I'm gonna address them all and say hi, and then direct it to the guy we know. Say, why did you invite us here?
You can say that.
So you're going up to the guy that you know, the council member that didn't tell you his name, didn't tell you why you had to sneak him back in, and didn't give you any information other than an invite to have a audience with the council.
Yeah. Say,
you're just
hey,
gonna-
you called us here. What's up?
All right. He gets done talking with the other council members, and he's just like, these groups of travelers have a unique insight to a problem. They helped me get back into the city when it was needed. They have information and possibly some items that might help us figure out our problem at this point. I don't know any of their names.
He doesn't know about the knife. does he?
Wait, no, he doesn't. So he just announced to the rest of the council members
That he
that we
just-
got him into the city.
Yes.
Sweet.
So that means the rest of the council members are also aware of the fact that he snuck into the city.
Illegally.
That he snuck out of the city. Yes.
So I thought the whole point was to keep that a secret.
From the commoners.
Why?
I guess that makes sense.
So
No, why?
scary thing to be Aiden.
Why was it a secret from the commoners that he snuck out of the city?
To preserve image.
Let him finish. Let him finish, and then you guys can ask questions.
Okay, go
Um,
ahead.
All right. So he introduced you guys as the escort that helped get him back into the city and get him into the city safely. He looks at the other council members and says, "I would appreciate it if you took their words at high value." And then he looks at Aiden and says,
How much can I
and
sell
kind of
his
nods
words
his
for?
head, kind of nods his head and says, "It's your turn to speak."
Ask him why the hell we gonna sneak into his head.
Yeah, what? Why do we have to sneak you in, Mr. Councilman?
He looks at you. He says, "Mainly because the commoners are distraught about how we've been running our city lately.
Why not just walk
How long have
in?
you been running your city?
It's for their own protection."
What is?
What is?
Well, I don't know how much you guys have been around or how you've been in the city for a couple of days, but mainly it's probably that we outlawed magic recently.
And why did you do that?
It was a tough decision, but mainly because we had an incident where
Monkeys.
a lot of people almost died because of the greed of a wizard.
Why did you allow us to use magic?
Wait, a lizard?
It's not a lizard, a wizard.
It's the lizard. It's our friend lizard.
Honestly, based on our
Wait.
other experiences here, it could have been a lizard.
Yeah, it could have been.
No, why-
Ray, ask your question.
Why did you allow us to use magic to let you in? To sneak you in?
That's not in the city. And also, no one was around.
Also,
Several people were around.
Oh.
All of the guards were there.
yeah, and why weren't we arrested by getting found out by the guards at the gate that we were using magic to sneak someone in invisibly?
As I said, I could trust you guys. And when I mean no one was around, I mean no one we didn't know. I knew everyone there. I knew all of the guards. I knew the general that was there with you. And mainly, they're usually known not to ask questions about how the council member conducts. And also, you guys helped me bring Clara back, which was a big help.
What does banning magic have to do with you not being seen leaving the city?
As I said, citizens are distraught. They might attack me. So I needed an escort. So the lower guards that guarded the entrance didn't really see me because they were the ones mainly impacted by the failings of magic.
The lower guard was impacted? What happened to the lower guard?
Lots and lots of casualties. It almost spread to the it almost spread to the rest of the city if we hadn't done anything. And the easiest way to make sure it doesn't happen again is to just ban magic outright for those of us who don't think certain people are worthy.
So who's worthy?
Sounds pretty biased.
People we can trust, because right now we're in kind of a situation where we don't really know who we can trust anymore.
So are
Why
we
do you
worthy?
trust us?
Yeah.
You guys had just gotten to the continent, and well, someone from our continent actually went and got you guys soup. And mainly that was the general's idea, because we had heard that you guys took out a very powerful opponent overseas.
Wait. You're saying Soup knows what the hell's going on?
I do. I do.
Amazing.
No, see, I have a very good memory, and I remember a lot really well. It's really one of my best. Yeah.
Wow. Okay. We can have a conversation with her later. I don't know what to do after that.
Do the council people have anything like on their belts or something that looks fancy that I can take?
No, they are dressed in an ornate robe that is very minimalistic at nature. They don't seem to have any jewelry on them or anything. Everything seems to be very uniform and minimalistic.
Boring.
Yeah, like these are the big guys in the city, the big shots. They should be like covered in gold and stuff.
It's a poor city.
Okay, but even
So-
then, it's probably poor because
Isn't this building,
government
like,
is corrupt or something.
Huge.
So is there something that identifies the people that are allowed to use magic?
Yes.
Which is what?
Um.
And where's
Well, can I assume that there's magic users among you?
yes.
Yes.
Oh my God.
So everyone,
We got you into the city using magic, so I would assume so.
yeah. So you are aware that people who use magic have a certain aura around them that kind of makes a footprint of magic.
Yes.
Sure. We'll go with that.
It's detect magic.
That footprint allows our guards to identify those who have been using magic recently. We've put a lot of research into creating certain tools to help us with that. And the only reason we didn't arrest you guys is because, well, we had no prompt to. You guys didn't cause any trouble, and you guys aren't here on any devious deeds, I would assume.
But you said there's something that we could have or possess that would allow us to use magic.
I mean, at this point, every guard in the city knows your face.
Okay, well, that works. All right, so why'd you call us here? Since our finder hasn't told us.
Well, they didn't know much. I just told them to go fetch you for us. Mainly, as you saw outside of the city, there are, well, lava and fire creatures running amok in our lower towns and stuff. I'm assuming you came across some of those.
We did.
That's happening everywhere in the, well, eastern provinces of our kingdom here. And we don't have the resources, nor the manpower, nor the power to actually fight back. The area that you guys walked through was a relatively low traffic area for these creatures. They congregate near hot springs and volcanoes, as you might assume. But we don't know what's prompting them to attack our cities. And our investigations of higher ups in the city, people who know where to basically poke, was unfruitful. And I was hoping that you guys would be able to lend a hand.
So what happened to the wizard that caused all the mess?
We don't know.
You know who caused the mess? Like what their name is, what they look like?
Rough description, middle-aged human to younger elf, black cloak, very kind of pretty in nature, blonde hair.
So basically, that's the person conjuring all the creatures around the city, I assume.
We don't know if they're conjuring them or just controlling them because they tend to decompose. They don't leave after we kill them. They just decompose.
Okay. So you want us to go out and fight them?
That would be like trying to basically kill a stack of hay one thread at a time. So I'd suggest starting with where our investigation ended. But before we do that, let me introduce the council just in case you need any leverage to talk to people. I didn't tell you my real name, but my real name is Bildy Golden. I am the head of our agriculture and oil production. Sitting next to me is Clar Amethyst, our patriarch of our city.
Hold on. Your name is Billy Gold?
Billy Golden.
Okay. And what's the second one?
The lady sitting next to me is our patriarch of our city. You brought Clara back. Claire Amethyst is our patriarch, and she runs everything and oversees all of the trades. Next to her is Jeremiah Cherry. He deals with business taxes and runs most of the police. And then there's Tanya Dorsey. She deals with our armies. She is our strategist and main general.
She's not a color.
She's not.
Why isn't her last name a color? There was golden, there was amethyst, there was cherry. Why is it not a color?
I agree with the bar.
Yeah.
Yeah. Can I ask her
That's
to
it.
change
She
her
did
name?
it. It's her. She did it. She's behind it all.
Yeah, Aiden, ask her to change her name.
Which
Wait, what was her name?
is not like the other.
Yeah, Sean, what was her name again? The general?
Tiana Dorsey.
That's not a color.
Dorsey.
That's not a color.
She's evil.
All right, the dorsal fin of Narwal City is definitely the villain.
Can I ask her why her last name isn't a color?
Just do it. Ask her.
She kind of just ignores you.
Ask again, but loudly.
Wow, that was
She looks at Billy and says, "Why are we taking help from children?"
Can we all ask her? Can we all ask her in like unison?
Yeah.
I think the bard should sing a song.
How come we haven't handed her a pamphlet yet?
Yelpa.
All right, so those are the 4 council members. And Billy stands up and goes to like a desk behind him, opens up a drawer, takes out some papers. These papers are basically the entire files on the investigation they ran through. I'm assuming that you are going to give it to who in the party?
Papers?
Files on the investigation.
Papers,
Give it to the
please.
druid. No, the cleric. Give it to the orc.
Is give Orc a bunch of paper?
Yeah, he's our secretary.
Okay.
Papers.
You're gonna give an Orc a bunch of paper.
Sure, why not?
Lunch.
He'll take good care of it.
All right. So now that you have all that information, what do you guys want to do?
Hold on. Why are we taking pictures out the window?
Because it's pretty.
It is.
Shut up.
Can you send it to me?
Yep.
What the hell is wrong with you people?
Pretty
Lots
sky.
of things.
Several
Lots
things.
of things.
Oh my. Okay, what was the question, Sean?
What do we want to do next?
Apparently take pictures out the window.
Yes. That is what we want to do.
What is next?
Well, you said you had some information about how the investigation ended.
Billy looks at you, says, yes, our investigation ended in the town that you guys were in. We were only able to recover a piece of what looked like a piece of metal that had like runic symbols on it. But other than that, we didn't really find anything of substance. As you saw that there were still an infestation of those creatures.
We'd love to investigate and analyze that piece of metal.
Yeah, can we have a piece of metal?
He's just like, that would be up to Jeremiah.
I thought he was a
Which color is
bullfrog.
he? Which color is he? Is he cherry?
I think it's
He is
cherry.
Jerry. Lord Jeremiah is the head of police.
Okay. So will the cherry bullfrog I just showed us a piece of metal?
Jeremiah looks at you. He says, if you guys are willing to help us, yes, I will go.
You need help. You filled the
Ribbit.
goals, but you help us.
Is Golden the guy we got back into the city?
Yeah.
Yes.
We got Billy Gold, we got Jeremiah the bullfrog,
We gotta.
and we got Claire's mom, who doesn't want to tell us she's Claire's mom.
Is she amethyst or
Yeah.
is she?
Yeah.
Yes.
Can I
And then
ask
we've got
Billy
the girl
Gold
from
why
Bed.
he isn't wearing gold? And why you won't let Aiden steal his gold since he's not wearing any?
All right.
Can we also ask why Amethyst is not wearing amethyst?
Yeah. Can we ask why Cherry isn't wearing cherries?
Do you guys just want to ask why everything is so uniform and plain?
No,
Yes.
Yes.
we want to go get
Yes.
the metal.
I also want to
Wait,
ask
isn't this
why
building like
Dorsey
huge
is
and the
not wearing
council just
Dorsey.
takes up a single room?
So what you can see it's kind of a dilapidated castle, probably something that the city started from. Now they just use it as a council meeting room.
It was a wizard's old castle, I imagine.
Okay, why is everything so boring?
Well,
Because there's no magic.
Billy looks at you. He says, we try not to intimidate lower income folks with our extravagant streetwear that we might have worn outside. But when we're at work, we try to appeal to as many people as possible, and having a what you so-called boring and plain uniform allows us to feel more human to our citizens.
Yeah,
So what do you wear normally?
Wait. Yet the front of the city is a bunch of slums.
It's just location. It's obviously around these parts is very nice, ornate. People make a lot of money here, but at the edge of our land, there are a lot of poorer and less fortunate folks. Yes.
All right, show us the metal.
Jeremiah Cherry says, if you guys are willing to help us, I wouldn't be opposed to showing you the piece of metal that we recovered.
You haven't explained yet.
What happened?
Yeah, what?
Help with what? What are we helping?
Okay. Jeremiah rolls her eyes because apparently you guys weren't paying attention and says, there is a wizard on the loose that we don't know where he went. Okay. We need you guys to figure out where he went since you guys have experience on, I wouldn't say tracking people down, but especially disposing of these types of people.
Did you ask her?
Ask her who?
Clara's mom.
Ask her what?
Where the wizard is.
No, like I said, our investigations were fruitless.
Who did the investigation?
That would be Jeremiah.
The cherry.
Yes.
The cherry bullfrog did the investigations. Okay.
So what are we supposed to do if we have no leads other than a vague description?
And what are we supposed to do with Clara?
Well, Clara can be given to the custody of her mom since, you know.
Oh, it is her mom. Surprise, surprise.
So Clara kind of runs over to her and, you know, Amethyst is just like, hello, sweetie, how are you, blah, 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 and kind of just points her to sit down on a stool that's near her and stuff.
I love it when my parents say blah, 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 blah.
Indeed.
Joe, you need your button, Joe.
Which one?
You need your button.
Oh. Blah, 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 blah.
Okay, so Jeremiah says, would you like to accompany me to the storage area so we can move things along a bit quicker?
Yes.
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
hold on.
anything else you want to ask or know? Anyone?
No, I want to talk to Aiden after we're walking.
How much will we be paid?
The council member kind of looks at each other, says, and kind of shrugs at each other, just says, depending on where you're going next, we might be able to conjure up some, let's say, apartments for you guys.
You said no magic.
Can't conjure anything.
Yeah.
I want another house.
I want to report them since they said conjure and that's magical.
I
would
They're
like
the ones that makes the laws, you idiot.
I want to report the
We're gonna follow
members to the
Jeremiah,
council
and I want to talk to Aiden as we're going. You have any metal in your bag?
I don't
Does Aiden have any like scrap metal in his bag of holding?
I don't know. Roll me a d20. Let's find out.
And if Aiden doesn't, I want to ask everybody else.
Okay.
Oh, big guys, hold on.
Big guys.
Hold on. We gotta switch to big guys.
You broke it. Also, please pull friends in.
Yes, please. Big dice time. Oh,
Big dice.
Please.
You guys are switching cameras on that side, right?
Hooray!
There's
No,
big
he
guys.
has pocket lint.
And a bunch of gold.
Who has the
An extreme amount of gold in some pockets.
Somebody else roll dice because we need some scrap metal.
John, do I have scrap metal in my
But that's a
bag?
nat 3. That's
Roll
awesome.
Roll.
That please pull three.
It's gonna be really funny if Justin gets a 1 and he like pulls out needles and stuck in his hand or something.
13.
That's
It's on-
it.
No, it's on
Yeah,
the 13.
that's a 13. Yeah, kind of small.
All right, somebody else roll. We need good scrap metal.
Do you just want to
I'll
make a
check
line?
my other bag.
Do we need to make a line?
Yes, just keep rolling until somebody gets a good boot.
Up we go.
I can check my
Tell
back
me.
pockets.
See?
I want good scrap metal with some runes on it.
That's a 6.
You suck.
Roll.
We're taking inventory now, Sean.
Yeah, I know.
16.
Hey, hi. Come roll.
Is 16 good?
Don't stand in front of the Just go around.
I got a 16 too. Does a 16 help us out?
16. Yes, you have a small piece of scrap metal that you probably got from a bearing of something that broke.
You better roll the dice.
Okay, no, that's good. 16 will help. Can we add some ruins on it?
We've got
Literally
It depends because you don't even know what the runes look like.
Okay.
We have 216.
Can I just pick up a
You
piece of
technically,
rock
yes,
on it?
you would be able to if you knew what they looked like.
Okay. Do we have to do that by magic or can we do that?
9.
Can I ask? Can I ask what your purpose is? I'm assuming you're trying to make a counterfeit one, yeah?
Yeah, Aiden's gonna swap
If
out
you
the-
wanted to just make a counterfeit one that wouldn't technically work, you could just do it with a knife with someone with a steady hand. But if you did want it to actually make it work like a copy, you would have to find somebody that is knowledgeable on runic and demonic symbols.
Hold on.
Well, A, you go check if you are. B, if not, Aiden's gonna just swap.
Or
Everyone in the party uses arcane magic, which doesn't count.
is the piece of metal like somewhere in a like box or something?
Actually, no, wait, I take
Because
this
I
back.
could
Hold
just
on,
sleight
hold
of
on, hold on. Aiden has seen our metal, which has similar runes on it.
Oh, that's true.
So he's going to make our scrap metal have some of those similar runes on it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so if you want to do that, are you gonna do it right in front of the person taking you to the storage?
No, he has to go to the bathroom.
Yeah.
Okay, so here's what. Give me a stealth check and give me like a sleight of hand check.
Do I need
Yes.
to stealth check?
Yeah, you just take it a one.
Wait, let me find my phone.
It's something ridiculous.
Plus 21.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Roll anything
don't get a
but
one,
one.
genius.
5, 26.
You got close. Well, the other
And
get a one.
sleight of hand.
Oh, sleight of hand. That's plus 18.
Dude, stop rolling around.
22.
Actually, pick the thing up.
Okay, so as far as you know, you've snuck away. Give me a sleight of hand check now.
The sleight of hand check was the 4 plus 18.
Yeah, it was a 26.
Okay, what was
for
your-
stealth.
Okay, yeah. As far as you know, you've snuck away, and then you got your knife out, and you're starting to carve. Now I need you to make an intelligence check to see if you remember.
He has no intelligence.
Wait, how do I? Okay. Wait, is intelligence check just d20 and then plus the intelligence modifier?
Yeah.
Yes.
And I also go to the bathroom and just show him a piece of metal.
No,
maybe
it's
go
still plus
with you.
2 d20.
All right.
Three.
So as far as you know, it looks beautiful.
No, he doesn't know anything because he obviously doesn't know.
All right. So you get back to the group and you hand Mr. Capel the piece of metal that you've etched these symbols into.
So I then take the piece of metal, I smack him in the head with it. And then I hand him my piece of metal and said, do it again.
Why are you gonna make him do it again? Do it yourself.
No, I can just copy it.
Well, he should be a better copier than any of us.
Yeah. So if he has like a visual reference, he can copy it without.
So I'm
rolling.
going to show him my piece of metal.
Are you guys going to sneak away again?
Yes.
Okay. Stealth checks, please.
He has a bad bladder. Hold on, I gotta look at my stuff.
$33.
Yeah, you got away.
I should do that one too. So I have a plus 14. $30.
Yep. Yeah. As far as you guys know, you're good. All right. And if you guys are gonna like use a reference, yeah, Aiden can just do that. It's fine.
Good.
He can counterfeit things. He doesn't exactly know what'll be on the piece, but he can guess.
Yeah.
You know.
I can make similar symbols.
All right,
Yep,
So now
yep.
we got our own piece of metal.
Now we're gonna Indiana Jones.
Now we're gonna Indiana Jones.
Great.
Okay. All right. So you get to the storage room. It is a small room. About only 3 of you can fit. What 3 are going in?
Aiden and 2
Me.
other people.
I want to go.
Okay. Aiden's one. Who
I'll
else?
go.
I want to go. Justin.
Switch back to the other.
Okay. Mr. Capel and who?
Justin.
Justin. All right. So when you guys get in,
Just convert the storage room.
When you guys get in, it is a small room, but that's only because there's boxes everywhere and shelves holding boxes. And Jeremiah, or not Jeremiah, who am I saying? Yeah, Jeremiah pulls down this box and kind of shifts some things around and takes
That was a very bad choice of words there, man.
yeah, takes a piece of metal and takes it out of the bag that they put it in and hands it over to you guys.
Okay, what does Aiden need to do to swap them?
He would have to. So
Wait,
who's taking it? Who's taking it?
Hold on, who else is in here with us?
It's Aiden, you, and Justin,
And dude.
and the dude. Yes.
All right, Justin,
Yeah.
convert the dude.
I don't have
So
Distraction.
first, before we go on to that, who's taking the thing?
Me.
So Aiden is swapping them out, then he's gonna hand me the piece of metal that we get. Justin's going to distract the guy by converting him.
All right, Justin, give me a bluff check.
All right.
Make him turn the other way too,
But it's
just in
not
case
bluff,
I fail.
it's his religion.
It's in the same realm of things. I know he's doing it legitly. That's like he might still convert the guy. You never know. But I need to make sure the other guy isn't paying attention.
All right, hold on.
My modifier is plus 14, so I'm good.
Okay, go ahead. Oh, nice.
33.
Okay, so
You have a
you
new
actually
follower.
talk very elegantly. Your practice you got while roaming around the city, it really helped. Your public speaking got really, really good. He gives whoever the piece of metal, and he's just nodding his head, kind of actually interested in this. And now I need.
Get to sign him
Cannot
up?
tell me that he's actually converting someone.
Can Justin sign him up?
Yeah.
Hold up, I'll get to that in a second. Justin needs to roll a straight nat 20.
Okay.
That was a 19.
No,
Yeah,
it's just a
and
straight
the
nat
plus-
20. This
Right.
doesn't have to do anything with his part. It's all about how the other person reacts. Second, while he's doing that, I need Aiden to roll a sleight of hand check.
Wow.
my
Good job, Justin.
Good job.
What
There
did you
goes your
So
convert
first
in the
him to?
middle of your speech, like it was very elegant, but your mouth got a little bit dry, and the guy just got completely derailed, and he's still nodding at you, still being polite. He's still kind of interested, but he's like, maybe not for me. Aiden, I need you to roll a sleight of hand check.
All right, you had your first convict ready to go, Justin.
Okay, so what am I doing? I'm handing the real piece to you.
Well, you could have just swapped them out.
Okay, yeah, all right. And then I'll pretend I'm looking intently at the fake one, which
Yes,
is
you are sleight of handing the counterfeit one back to Mr. Capel, and you
Okay.
are looking at the real one in your hand.
Wait, what? No, he's hiding the real one.
no, I'm hiding the real one.
You
in my
already did
pocket,
that. You
hiding
already
the
did that.
fake one in the real one.
Oh, so what are we doing now?
Trade it out with the one in your pocket.
He's
Okay.
he's switching them out.
He's
Okay.
Yeah, he's switching them out.
I don't think it even matters. My bonus is plus 18, 33.
Yeah. Yeah. No. For all you know, he didn't see anything. Jeremiah did not see anything.
All right.
Okay, Aiden, you are holding the real one in your hand.
Wait, what?
No, he gave it to me.
No, he gave you the counterfeit one.
No, he gave me the real one.
Yeah.
He's holding the counterfeit one.
The
looking at
sleight
it.
of hand check was for you two to switch because Mr. Capel had the real one. Aiden had the
No,
fake
but
one.
I
So the
took
sleight of hand one
No,
was to
no, no.
switch
Aiden
those.
took the real
You
one
got
and
that
I traded
backwards.
it to that.
Yeah, Aiden took the real one and we swapped it.
Okay. Anyways, it switched back. So now whoever took
I have
it
the
can
real
give.
one.
So yeah, you have the real one. Can you give me a
Put it
perception
away.
check, please?
Perception check?
Yes.
Hold on.
That means something bad happened.
No, 11. Well, the goal is I want to put the real one away, and then we're going to fake look at the other.
That's
29.
29. All right. On this piece of metal, you can see that it is a clear middle piece to the knife that you have.
Okay.
You have
You knew that
a
already.
piece that, looks like a handle, and then now you have two blade pieces. Okay.
Right. Now we put
It
away
is-
in my bag.
Yes, you can put it away in your bag. The description is there's one more symbol. It looks nothing like the one that you carved because it doesn't look like a runic symbol at all.
Can I quickly carve the one that I saw on the
No,
board?
Don't even try it.
We just gotta get out of here and then we can go up and then we can.
All right. So, Mr. Capel, you put the real one away, right?
Yes, so we have all the pieces put away.
Yes. Aiden, you give back the counterfeit one to Jeremiah. Jeremiah puts his hand out and says, no. You guys can keep that. I don't want that thing in here.
Okay,
That was
awesome.
that was a good use of time.
Nice job, son.
At least we rolled high.
Wow.
Okay.
Where's the camera?
Justin, he respectfully declines your offer of joining your religion.
But give him a blank.
Would you like to give him a pamphlet or something?
Yes, I would.
Okay. He takes it, folds it up, puts it in his coat pocket.
Great. That means he's not going to read it.
Well, you blew it, dude. You had them ready to go.
Shame on you, Justin.
Okay. So now Jeremiah just kind of says, that's all of the physical evidence we have. You guys already have the papers in your possession. Do you want to stay at the inn you're staying at, or do you want us to put you somewhere nicer?
Oh, the bard has a gig there, but we would love to be somewhere nicer.
Okay. I'll talk to the other council members. Come back around 5, and we'll give you a key to a house here.
What time is it now?
It's about early in the morning, about 8 o'clock.
Oh, so we got the whole day.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's just like, you can go back the way you came, just don't turn around any halls. This place is like a maze.
Okay. So if we get out by ourselves? Or do we
Yeah,
have to roll?
you guys can leave if you want. You guys can go talk to the other 3 council members if you want.
I went to rob one of them.
No,
but
I
they
want
had
to go.
nothing.
I want to go talk to the mom.
You want to talk to Amethyst? All right. So Lady Amethyst sitting at the desk that Billy got the papers out of and is writing what you would assume is a report. What do you want to ask? What do you want to say?
I want to know what the story is about how her kid got out in the middle of nowhere and lost.
Also, who's the dead guy?
Dead guy?
The dude in the hospital.
Wasn't
Yeah.
the bartender?
Okay, so you want to know about the bartender and you want to know how her daughter got out of the city.
Why is her daughter in a bar in the first place?
Yeah, we want the story.
Amethyst looks at you and kind of pouts her head and says, she was on a trip there, and the bartender, the bartender is her father, and he
Not
lives
doing
out
it,
there.
huh?
He chose not to live in the city. He chose to live in
Good
a
decision.
small town.
Really? I was almost dead, so.
And he was enjoying his time there, so she wanted to go see her dad, and I'm not one
When we
to.
tell her that the dad's just about dead, what does she say?
She says, I'm aware he's in the hospital. The best healers in town are working.
What trip was she on?
I'm
To
not
go see her
working.
dad.
By herself? She just wandered over out in the woods by herself.
No, she had a guard detail, but most likely they got killed in the attack.
I heal.
I don't know where the guards went or what they did, but they were supposed to be around her at all times. And if you guys didn't find anything, I have to assume the worst.
Right.
Let's see. Where's my resurrection spell?
We explore this.
Oh wait, no, I'm not one of those. I can't animate
I'm gonna
death.
rob some fancy.
You are not a necromancer, sadly. Nope.
I don't know.
Yeah, no, we're gonna do the same thing last time.
All right. Anything else you guys want to ask these people?
No, I don't care.
Cadence, you with us?
Alright, Cadence, why are we here?
I don't know. This is not in my character. I've been looking through my character notes. I don't have a ton of notes for this character. I do not know.
Do you want me to help you
I know
out?
that's meta, but
Do
I apologize.
do you want me to help you out?
I'd appreciate it because I.
All right, give
feel
me
like
give me a
that's-
wisdom roll.
Oh dear lord.
Wait. Excuse me. What is it all to figure out what the hell she's doing by her own character?
Just to
Yep.
remember-
Uh-huh.
All right, let's see here.
You're evil.
Yeah,
Hands?
let's see. 15.
Modifier?
Yeah, plus modifier. 15.
Okay. All right. So you roughly remember when you were trying to get into the Royal Guard. They turned you away, but one of the higher ups came to you and said, "We kind of need your help. If you wouldn't be too opposed, we need you to go overseas and grab these adventurers, and so we can help our city try to survive whatever is happening." You also remember if something like they promised that they would get you in the guard, but there were no promises. And that they said that they would pay you personally if you actually were able to get them here.
So I don't know what's happening.
They were very, very vague. But from
No.
what you've been through up until now, you can probably figure out some things are going on, you know?
Yeah, no,
They said
no,
they
I
were paying
could
no
draw those
money.
conclusions.
So can Cadence tell us anything about the dishonest things going on? Like,
So
I mean,
what her character knows, what her character specifically personally knows, not that anyone told her, is that when she was making her way outside of the city, weird items kept popping up in small towns. There were dead bodies in rivers that don't really have any significance to the city or the continent.
what do you mean by weird items?
That could be anywhere from a knife with runic symbols on it, or an orb that is a power source of some kind.
Those books seem very specific.
Okay.
Well, I'm just giving you the specific, like, you know, you have a weird item in your possession, which is the knife.
Was she
Pieces
around
of the
for the
knife.
wizard battle?
She was not. She was going to you guys while they attacked the eastern coast.
So she just saw the beginnings.
She saw the beginning signs of an attack, but she didn't quite put that together in time. She basically understood that she needed to go get these adventures, and so she would have a chance to get into the basically the royal guard.
And what does she know about the councilman corruption?
She knows that before the attacks happened, what's happening now was completely different. Usually the city would allow magic. Usually the city would allow people to use magic for all sorts of things, such as lighting things, like if their room was too dark, to all the way up to building buildings, they would use magic. And she could probably can you give me a perception check so I can see like how your character perceives the city?
Yeah, can do.
Okay.
Let's see.
Also, I have a question. Do you guys have a scribe anymore for the D&D sessions?
We kind of gave up when we went live stream.
Ah, I see.
YouTube is our scribe.
Ah, fair enough. Fair enough.
I had 21.
Okay, so you can see a stark contrast from when you left and when you've been here. These slums were not as developed. These slums were nicer when you left. And you can probably put together that the actions of the council, such as banning magic, has made an economical impact on the lower income households.
What about the obvious corruption in the council? Was that there before?
She all she remembers was a council that everyone loved. Everyone was backing them. Everyone was voting for the same people because they just want the same people in office. It is a democracy, so they can change the council whenever they want to.
Okay, so these are the same four people?
It's the same for people for about, I think, 30 years.
So these are the same four people everybody liked, but now we're all wishy-washy.
So what did the wizard threaten them with?
But as far as her character knows, she doesn't know of any council corruption. She can probably put together that bad things happened, and so they needed to crack down on certain things.
Okay.
But like I said, she was not here during the attack. She saw the starting signs. She did not actually witness anything happening except when you guys got to the con.
Okay.
Cadence, you got all that?
I am typing as fast as I can.
Ask me if you have any questions in DMs.
All
okay?
right, I will.
All right.
Thank you.
Hey, you're supposed to be our little like knowledge source here, man. You kind of dropped the ball over there.
All right. So, what are you guys doing? Are you talking to Golden? Are you talking to Dorsey? What are you doing?
Can we leave? What's up with Dorsey? We haven't talked to him yet.
Why is his name not a color?
Yeah, he seems real.
So, Tiana Dorsey is a lady. She is the main general for the city.
Oh, so she hired Lizard Man.
She is one of Lizard Man's bosses.
Okay, so wait, where's our boy? Where's G Money?
I totally forgot about him. Okay, so she looks at you. She looks at you in confusion and says, "G Money."
Who was he? George 3? What was it?
Gary 2.
Gary 3.
The moment you say Gary 2, she's just like, okay. I don't know where he is at this moment. After his mission, we gave him some downtime.
Okay.
Is everyone in the army named Gary, but just with a different number?
That is a thing we do to.
Ask why her name.
They have real names, but we cannot disclose said real names.
Icky's mother's name was Gary.
Why is your name not Gary?
Yeah.
Why aren't you Gary?
Because all generals have to have a specific name, so confusion doesn't happen in the battlefield.
You could be General Gary.
Wait. Lizard Dude wasn't Gary.
Like I said, he's a general, so no confusion in the battlefield.
Be General Gary.
Then he'd be Gigi. So is there a place where the soldiers hang out? We'd love to see G Money again.
I can probably get you his address, but don't expect him to tell you his real name. They're trained not to.
No, that's fine. To us, he's G Money.
Okay. Yeah, I can get him. I can either bring him down or I can give you guys his address.
Can we recruit G Money? Can he be like an NPC?
Are you asking Tiana or me?
You.
Well,
No, we
can
don't
we
work
have
on that.
an
Like
NPC?
you as the
Wait.
dungeon master,
Don't
can
worry
we
about
have an NPC in
Don't worry
our
about it.
group?
Justin's gonna convert G Money and he'll be on our side.
So that depends because you guys already have 9 people in your party.
And can play G Money.
Yeah, M can play G Money instead.
So probably not.
No.
But it depends on how you roll, if you ask.
Okay. Well, we'd like to go to the new inn that they're gonna set up for us. And
Well, they won't have a room for you until about 5. So you guys have a day to blow.
no, I get that. But so when we show up at 5, ask the general if they can have G Money meet us at the inn.
So you want to meet him at the end? Okay, that's perfectly fine with me.
Okay, cool. So later on, we'll get to see G Money.
Yep.
Icky's new name is Gary 4.
Okay. All right. So you guys have a day to blow. You guys have some files that you need to take a look at, and you guys have all the puzzle pieces of a knife.
Yeah. So I guess is there like a place to go do work, like a library or something?
I mean, you still have your room at the other end.
Well, wasn't that really far away?
Yeah, but fast travel exists.
Okay.
You
guys ready to go back to the other end?
just to preface, some of you didn't get a chance to buy things. The other session I allowed you guys to buy things. Anyone that hasn't bought anything yet, do you guys want to go shopping in the higher district?
Can I buy some really insane exotic weapon?
Because what we need is more haggling from the idiots.
Icky wants to buy.
I'm gonna find the weirdest weapon that I can use as a rogue and buy that.
Icky wants to buy G Money.
Okay, so do you want to look for a shop, or are you just gonna search each shop for something?
I guess just browse. I don't know.
I want to go back. While he's doing that, we'd like to go to the library and look up some. Look at the folders and see if we need anything. We want to be in the library, so in case we want to do any research on what we find.
All right. So here's what I'm gonna have you guys do. Talk amongst yourselves and figure out who's going to the library, who's going to shops, and who is going to do whatever they want.
Go to the library because I need to look at the knife.
Yeah, I'm going to the library with the knife and the files.
Can we each buy a Gary to be our bag of holding?
Right. All right. So for
Does anyone have is any of us skilled to put the knife back together? Does anybody have a spell for that?
Our woman would.
I mean,
Yeah. I mean,
so here's the thing. Wait until you get to the library because they might have some information on that.
well, obviously, we're not going to do it willy-nilly, but I assume our wizard has the ability to do that, but he's not with us this evening.
So the wizard does, but you also have like other spellcasters, like maybe a sorceress or
Yeah, I wasn't sure if she had that kind of spell.
I have a +3 in craft, but that's just only.
I mean, you can try duct taping it together.
Yeah.
What is a gnome pincher?
What?
There's a weapon called gnome pincher.
Just looking up.
I can't find an image of it.
It's
I
okay.
wonder why.
Aiden, stop what you're doing. It's a no.
This odd weapon is a 2-foot rod topped with 4 blunt claws. Squeezing the handle causes the claws to close.
So it's a claw hand?
It's a gnome pincher.
It's a gigantic hand claw.
Yeah, it's the
All right.
graphic.
So for the library, I have the monk, the sorceress. Who else is going to the library?
I'll go to the library.
Actually, I don't know if this
Who is I? Who is I?
I was the bard.
Okay.
Okay,
Cadence.
the cleric would
Okay,
like
yeah,
to
I'll-
go to the local parish or whatever it is to collect history on the town.
Where do you want to go?
I'm sure there's some sort of a monastery or something, right?
There's a museum.
That's not religious.
You would have to look on a map. You would have to look on a map to know, unless you want to ask somebody.
Okay, where did the clerics hang out?
You see. Okay, so I'm assuming you guys are leaving. So when you actually leave the castle, there is an actual like dome-shaped building that looks like it might be important.
Yeah.
And I'm assuming you ask somebody, they kind of just point in that general direction.
All right,
Okay.
I will head that way.
Other cleric, are you doing that too?
No, I want to go to. Can I want to go with the group to the library and convert people outside?
Yep.
You should go to the town square.
Yeah, I'm going to stand outside in the town square and hand out.
The bard, Emily, what are you doing?
Oh, actually, I'm going to go with other cleric, Mr. Joe, and then convert people at the.
Smart.
Okay. Okay.
The bard's coming to the library.
Bard's coming to the library. Okay.
The 2 fighters, I don't know what they're doing.
I'll go to the library.
Is anyone going shopping with me?
All right.
No.
And Aiden is shopping.
Yeah.
Where's the other fighter
I
doing?
don't think the rogue going shopping is a good idea.
Rena, what's the fighter next to you do?
If I run out of money, I'll just steal it from the rich people.
Are you going shopping?
Actually, wait, can I go shopping with the rogue?
go shopping so I can haggle that.
He's going shopping.
Stealing money from rich people sounds fun, doesn't it?
Okay. So
We're gonna have.
the bard wants to go shopping.
Yes.
With the
I'm not even
rogue,
gonna haggle.
with the rogue and the
Okay.
other
So
fighter.
much gold.
I don't have that much gold.
By the way, I ripped them off so badly the first day that they were in the city.
Yeah, could you take away their gold so they can't even afford this crap anymore?
No, but I want more.
What do you
time.
think the purpose of ripping them off with haggling is?
Well, they don't even. I mean, they have so much freaking gold. It doesn't matter if you rip them off. They don't understand the concept.
True. Okay, so far I have library, that is the monk, the sorceress, Bard is going shopping, and then Cadence is going to the library. Anyone else want to go to the library?
I'll go, I guess.
The hunter's coming with us.
Wait, who
Okay.
can masterworks?
Both of the clerics are going to the religious place.
Yes.
Yes, okay. Shopping is the rogue and bard. Yes.
Yes.
What is the fighter doing?
He's going shopping.
Shopping? Okay. All right. Okay, so I'm gonna start with the library first. Library crew. What are you guys specifically looking for?
Give me the knife.
So first we want to look up, is there anything in the files that we find interesting?
Give me a perception check. Are all of you looking at them?
Yes.
Okay, then all of you roll perception.
It's fine. I have a 28.
28, great.
That's a D20, right?
Yep.
Yep.
Plus your perception bonus.
29.
Okay, Cadence.
8. Yeah.
Xander, would you roll?
20 plus 10.
Oh, damn.
Nice.
So we have three
Wow.
smart,
You guys almost got all max rolls. Hold
We got
on a
three
second.
smart people and
yeah, three smart people and the dumb one that doesn't remember anything.
All right.
Yeah.
So, what, like, Cadence, even you see this? Whoever put these files together was absolutely a moron. Like, they have no literate sense whatsoever. This was probably put together by an orc.
Guys,
Okay.
listen.
Hey.
So, but what you can see is their investigation was very well thought out. It's just its inscriptions were kind of just BS. There are a lot of not congruent information. Things don't add up. Okay. They say they talked to one person, but then that person doesn't give them anything special. And the information that they did get doesn't lead to anything. And that happens all the time. And so they're not following any leads at all. There are two things that stand out to three of you, which is they talked to one person, which is an elder in the city, and they are or were the head principal of their magic academy. Okay. They also talked to another person, which they were the head of a expedition crew out into the lands where things are getting attacked, and one of them did not make it back. So they talked to the head person that led that sorry, my brain just stopped working. They talked to the person who was in charge of that, and the information is as follows. The guy who was the head of the academy, the magic academy, listed about 4 or 5 people that could have conjured the things that were conjured during the attack. Okay. The guy who led the expedition.
Wait, time out.
Yes.
Oh, do we know any of those 4 people?
None of the names that were listed. 2 of them are redacted, blacked out. The other 2 were, hold up, let me get to my notes.
That means those are the 2 council members.
So, and the guy that led the expedition out into the lands that got attacked, his account was just they got ambushed. The lava creatures and the flaming skeletons were very well organized. Most of the time, their 5-man crew should have been able to deal with those monsters without any casualties. They suffered 1 casualty due to extreme burns. And he did not make it back to the city, and they had to discard his body in the lands because they needed to get a quick getaway because the strategy of the monsters was too great and they just needed to make a break for the city.
Anything in the files about an orb?
About an orb?
Orb.
Orb. Okay. Anything in the files about the orb? No. There's one line that says magical lights were peering through a window of a house while they were on the expedition.
In the city or outside the city?
Outside the city.
Okay. Magical lighthouse. Got it.
Yep.
Okay. And then after the file, is that all that's in the files?
One second. I'm trying to find the. I'm trying to find my notes real quick.
If we wanted to, I could try an erase or amending on the paper that has the blacked out mark, if you really cared about the blacked out thing.
You could try that. I don't think that would be considered amending, but you can give it a shot.
Okay. So with the 4 names that the headmaster of the Magic Academy named, one of them was Professor Reuben Hale. Okay. And the second name that is not redacted is Professor Pearl Clean.
Why are they all colors?
No, these aren't colors. These are weather.
Pearl?
Well, hail. Okay. Go ahead, Rich. You can do your thing.
Well,
Okay.
I don't know.
That is all you see in the files.
Ask. Ray, ask.
Can I try to cast a mending on the paper to erase the dark ink that's been redacted?
Yes.
What do I roll for mending? I don't know.
What level is it?
It's a cantrip.
Cantrips you can just do. There are no rolls.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm doing that then.
All right. So you wave your hand over to try to see if the redactedness comes off. And to your surprise, the black ink gets darker.
Of course it does.
That's good.
Why don't you cast a redact spell? See if it goes the other way.
I can cast an erase. I'm just afraid it's going to erase the whole paper.
Might.
Okay. You guys are in the library. You guys read all the files. Library crew, what do you want to search for? I'm going to go one by one. All right. The monk, what are you searching for?
So after the files, we want to look up anything we can find on the knife.
I want to take the knife and see if I can read it.
So
You tried that. You tried that a couple of sessions ago. None of you can read the knife.
No, but this one was a different non-magical rune. You said it's a different thing.
No.
Yeah, you did.
Oh, so the middle piece that you got does not have a runic symbol. It has a different type of symbol. If you want to try to read it, be my guest.
Yeah, I want to try to read it.
Well, Cadence is part demon. Can she read any of this?
That's a good question. Cadence, would you like to give me an intelligence check?
She wasn't there last time. She wasn't there last time we tried.
No, she wasn't here last time. That's a good point.
Don't roll an 8.
I thought we already established that I could not, but that might have been something else.
Shut up, Cadence.
That was on the boat.
Okay. Let's see. 12? It's probably
Well,
not.
luckily for you, the three pieces in front of you, the runes are written in your language.
Sick.
Who would have thunk? They're demonic. All right.
Alrighty.
So the runes reads as follows.
Okay.
There is one rune for rage. Okay. There is one rune for holding. And then the final rune is not written in demonic text. It is written in arcane text, which most of the wizards could have read. And it reads explode.
Cool.
Rage, hold, explode. Okay.
So you put anger into it and it explodes.
You get really pissed off, you rage up, you hold the dude, and then you explode. Got it.
Cool.
All right. Can we look up to see if there's anything in the library about this funky knife or rage, hold, explode?
Yes. How many people are looking for it? And do you ask for help from the librarian?
Sure, why not? We're not going to
All
show it, but we'll ask her if she knows anything about it.
What exactly do you ask for? The more specific, the better.
We'll say we've heard rumors of a knife with the runes, rage, hold, and explode on it. And we could describe the knife, show it to her, and say, hey, do you know anything about this? Or could you point us in the direction of some literature or stories about it?
Give me 1 second, please. I am a DM that didn't get prepared. For some reason, I am missing my dice. Ugh.
Use roll 20.
Like I say, you can just use Codex.
Or Codex, yeah.
Or just roll yourself a 1.
Okay. So she comes back to you with 3 books. One of them is a fairy tale.
Oh boy.
Okay. It is not of a knife, but of a staff.
Okay.
And the staff is named the Berserker Staff.
Of course it is.
That sounds fun.
Yeah. The Berserker Staff was meant for basically gods to use their worshippers as warriors during a time of where god chaos was very common. Then the item in hand would increase the person's strength, agility, and basically all of their physical attributes to the point to where they could fight for days on end.
Cool.
Yeah. And when you get to the end of the book, there are 3 pages ripped out of it.
Of course. So.
Yep. Very old, very dilapidated.
Does she happen to know the rest of the story?
She's like, yeah, if my memory perceives me correctly, I'm pretty sure that ended with either the person dying of wounds or I'm not sure. I don't exactly remember it very well. We used to have a full copy, but I don't exactly know where that went.
I can mend it.
Go for it.
Are you going to try to mend the book?
Yeah.
Like completely recover the pages?
You saying that concerns me, but yeah.
Roll me a d20, please.
Oh god. Is that enough to take this?
You're about to break the book.
I'm about to like turn it back into an memory.
Explode.
This is the part where the rune explode comes to hand.
That's a 13.
Great. So you actually recover a part of the next page.
Ooh.
Okay.
And it is said that the Berserker staff was broken up into 3 pieces and hidden around the world. And that's all. That's all the.
Reina, you worked once, cast it again.
I'm afraid.
So, out of curiosity, the knife that we have,
Yes.
does it look like it could be part of a staff?
No, it looks pretty much like a knife. There's a handle and 2 blade pieces.
Okay, just checking.
Yep.
What do the
Okay.
other 2 things
What-
say?
Yeah, what she said, she had some other stuff for us.
There are 2 books written by professors on runic and demonic symbols. It is a rough, it's kind of like a research paper, if you will, about these. They don't know much about them or how they work, but they have figured out a couple of the symbols.
Okay. And they mean.
Well, you can see that certain symbols mean certain things, like Cadence read on the knife. There are 3 symbols that read as follows, which are raid, holding, and explode. There are other symbols such as healing or ritual or something like that.
But if you put those symbols together, does it mean anything?
When you align symbols, it's more of like an instruction on how the magic is supposed to flow through the item rather than how one would cast a spell with words. There's not any specific meaning. It's just instructions on how the magic
root or
flows.
which part of the
So basically, it's get pissed off, hold it in, and then explode.
Yes, and what you can see is that some symbols have maybe 1 or 2 readings, and if you don't know all of the readings, sometimes context can be applied.
Any context in this situation?
You can probably guess when you get to the symbol that's explode. There's not really anything that explicitly says that, but considering that it's on the knife and you read the story, you can probably put together that explode. It doesn't mean literally explode. It kind of just means vent out or enraged actions, you know?
It literally means explode.
No, I think we just have to get really pissed off, then hold it, and then we can attack or something like that. Who knows? All right. Anything else? The third thing?
The third book is another research paper, more on the lines of how you would use certain symbols to power like an object, such as a lamp.
Okay. Any of the symbols that we gave are things that power anything?
I mean, there's like holding is a very prominent one that you can see inside of it. It kind of has the property of holding magic in something rather than having to infuse magic into it. You can put magic there and use it later. It's kind of like how scrolls and certain types of wands and staffs work.
Okay. Okay. And that's it?
That is all she found for you. Yes.
And did you find anything on orbs?
Orbs, no.
Did
Okay.
any of us find anything while looking on our own?
Well, that's my next question. Raina, what do you want to look for?
The same set of things.
Okay, you would have gotten the same set of things. Great. Cadence.
Yeah, I can't think of anything.
Can't think of anything?
No.
All right. Xander?
I have no idea.
Great. Okay. Going to the next group.
Say this like there's something we should be looking for.
I mean, the only things that were written in the papers that you could make sense of were the piece that was found. They made a report on that, but no one got even close what it meant and what it was. They just said piece of metal. Then, you know, there's not really any context of like an orb. There is that magical lighthouse I talked of. And the librarian with what she found is all she kind of has on that specific subject.
Is there anything on the magic lighthouse?
How about you look yourself? So roll a perception check.
14.
14. You find a couple of books on lighthouses. One of them does pertain how you would light a lighthouse with some of these runes. Very simple. You would use a holding rune and then an expel rune to use the magic as such of a electricity that we use in actual world. It kind of uses the same properties, and then you would use glass to magnify that.
Okay.
This was all pretty common stuff that you would have seen like a couple of months ago before the attacks happened, but now that magic is illegal, they kind of started moving all of that aside and using in like propane lanterns and stuff like that.
Okay.
Moving on. Icky and Aries, you guys are at the dome. Icky, what are you doing there?
All right. Are there other monks or religious figures around, or?
You can see one person that's actually in the building, and they are kneeling.
Okay, so it's between services or something.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to go up and talk to said person.
All right. What do you say, other than just eat food?
Hi.
They kind of nod their head with their eyes closed and kind of says, and, you know, finishes what their thought was and kind of just says, hello.
Hi.
I also want to say hi.
He looks at both of you and says, may I help you?
So, what can you tell us about local religious artifacts that have gone missing recently?
Religious artifacts. Oh, yeah. There was a pendant that went missing a couple of weeks ago, and it was said to have the power of well, it's kind of hard to explain. It's supposed to be the power of all the gods is the history behind the relic. We haven't found any such proof that is what happens, but that relic did go missing a couple of weeks ago, and the police have not made any headway on who took it.
What relic was it?
I would like to draw us a hedron just to see if it matches the description.
He kind of looks at it and he says, those were written on it, but the pendant had kind of like a face on it with the sun behind it. And then those were like written around it.
Oh boy. Have you noticed any evil lurking about the city?
Well, I'm not one into magic. It's kind of hard to tell if somebody's evil or not without seeing their deeds.
Okay, but they're clerics. They can sense evil regardless.
Yes, but he doesn't know who you are.
Oh, good point.
I'm gonna say I'm a cleric, and then I'm gonna do a cool cleric thing to show them I'm a cleric.
What cool cleric thing do you do?
Uh-oh.
Hold on 1 second. You have no paper.
I'm gonna use 0th level cleric spell and cast light on my hand, so my hands start glowing.
He smacks your hand down and dispels the magic and looks at you with worried eyes.
Your magic is illegal.
I know. Let's say I'm a cleric, see?
He says, "Shh, you don't do magic here."
But I'm a cleric, see? You believe I'm a cleric now?
Yeah, I kind of got the gist that you guys were clerics, but I didn't want to say anything.
We're allowed to use magic.
It doesn't seem.
No one's allowed to use magic. What are you talking about?
We have special permission.
Proof?
He just did magic. Do you see him getting arrested?
He kind of makes the tip of his pinky glow, and he's just like, I can do magic too. It's just not allowed. And kind of just shakes the light away.
Great. Have you sensed any evil around the city?
There was this one guy. He came in for his service yesterday afternoon. He didn't have evil aura, but he didn't look kind, and he didn't really have an aura to him.
Oh, so he was evil.
Was he a regular?
I see about 1,000 people a week. It's kind of hard to pick out faces here and there. I think he might come every once in a while. I've seen shady guys like him before. It might have been him.
Also with no aura?
I can't tell. It's been too long.
Uh,
I'm kind of old. My memory's getting fuzzy.
do you have any old history on the city that we could read through?
Well, you might hit up the museum or the library. They have history books. But if there's anything that you really need to know about the city in general, I'm a great person to ask. I've lived here over my entire life and probably my previous lives.
Where did the magic users go to hide?
We didn't really go to hide per se. It's just when everything got taken down, all the runes and all of the quality of life things kind of just went there and kind of just, we just decided not to use it because we don't want to go to jail.
Where did you put the runes?
That might be something to not ask me. I'm not exactly sure. It's just kind of the guard and policemen were kind of taking down runes and, lanterns and stuff with magic and stuff like that. So people know that it's not just, the public that's not allowed to use magic, but the city's not using magic at all.
Hmm.
I have a question.
What?
All right, so so I'm last guy. So where in the city is the jail? Is that where all the magic users are kept?
Well, since they got caught using magic, most people just get a slap on the wrist and an X. But if you do use magic multiple times and they catch you, you do just end up in jail. They try to use the nicer cells because I'm pretty sure even the police don't want to be doing it. Magic was very helpful before, but the city got attacked.
So what can you tell us about the person that attacked the city?
Very few people saw the guy. We've basically made it. I think some people saw him conjuring the monsters, but I didn't really see anything. I just kind of hid until there were knocks at my door of police officers telling that it was safe to come out.
Do you know if the guy was evil or not?
Like I said, I didn't see him, and the things he summoned were not of any particular alignment.
Okay, but as we mentioned earlier, magic has like a certain aura to it. So would you be able to feel if it's evil or not from the magic?
Not particularly.
Okay.
I would have to go into more depth and actually investigate said creature or human to see their aura. It's not like detect good or evil. It's more or less that if you use a spell for bad intentions, it's going to be marked as evil, and if you use a spell for good intentions, it's going to be marked as good.
And the spell wasn't marked as either?
Nope, neutral.
Do we detect evil coming from any of the clerics in the hall?
So like I said, there's only that one guy in there.
Okay.
You can see kind of rooms in the back, but you don't detect anything out of the ordinary.
Seems pretty straightforward.
Yeah, he's lawful neutral at best.
Okay. Were any
So where's everyone else? Why is it so empty?
We're just in between services. The other clerics are in the back getting ready for the service tonight. I'm about to go home, actually. So,
Can we go talk to the other clerics for a minute?
sure. Just knock on that door back there.
I also want to take out my flyers so that I have them ready.
What do you want to get out?
His flyers.
My flyers. So I can
Oh,
have
okay.
them.
Yeah. All right. So hold on, you guys, because now I have to go to the shoppers.
I'm still mad at you for not bringing those when we went to the rent fair.
Rogue, Bard, and Fighter.
Yeah, Sean, I have a question.
What?
Didn't I buy a dagger last time? That's what I bought, right?
Yeah, you just bought a dagger, yeah.
It's not in Hero Codex.
Yeah, because I couldn't get into Hero Codex.
Okay. Cool.
Just mark it in your little gear tab. You see where it's like gear? I impose this rule, but if it's not
That was
in
your
there,
800 gold dagger?
yeah. If it's not in your gear tab and if you don't hit save, I don't know you have it.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
I added my
So if you
flyers.
have anything written down on your old character sheets or anything that you need to transport over, just make sure the gear tab has your stuff. And make sure you hit save so I know it's there, so I know you can use it.
I still have my gloves of swimming and climbing from last time.
That's fine.
Yeah.
You're the same character.
Yeah, I know, but
All right. So what are you looking for exactly?
I have no idea because.
All right, great. Moving on. Bard, what are you looking for? Emily?
I'm probably just gonna follow Aiden around.
I found some cool stuff, but it's all exotic, so I'm not
Okay.
proficient in it.
You are not. All right. Fighter, what are you doing?
Now you guys are making the most of your time, I see.
I'm gonna rob some people.
Gold, so I can't really buy it.
Hold on about that, Aiden. Fighter, what are you doing?
I guess I'll buy a sword.
All right. Long sword, short sword,
I will steal this
rapier.
sword.
What?
Say it again.
Long sword, short sword, rapier,
You're not going to buy a sword.
katana.
I can't hear what you're saying.
You're not going to be able to buy a sword that's better than the one you have with the amount of money that you own.
I don't have anyone.
Joseph, buy a katana.
So then why are you trying to buy something?
They said not to worry about the money.
Do you have any idea how much money you have?
It says zero.
Okay, so forget Joseph
It
buying
literally says
something.
zero.
So apparently Joseph's a pauper.
I see.
I am not.
Okay. Rogue, you said you want to steal stuff from people?
Yeah, I want to steal stuff from people.
Okay. Give me a D20. How long are you stealing for?
Is this based off the D20 or do you want an answer to that question?
How long are you stealing for?
That didn't answer my question.
It's a question.
Okay. What do you mean, like in terms of hours?
Yeah, hours, minutes, seconds. Like,
Days,
are you
weeks,
talking about just like going around the street stealing everyone that you can steal for, or are you just going after people?
Yeah. I'm talking about stealing from everyone possible.
Everyone possible. For how long?
For until they come back from the library.
Okay, so you're just gonna do rogue things until they're done.
Yeah.
Which means at some point we'll have to.
All right. This next nat 20
I can break out.
is deciding how well you roll is how well you actually steal things.
Okay. Wait, just this. Okay.
A single roll.
And no bonus?
No bonus.
Don't suck.
I'm going to go to prison. Actually, that'll be more fun. Why?
He's going to prison.
All right. All right, great. You are going to be pickpocketing people for the next however long they're at the library. So, Bard or Fighter? Do you? Fighter doesn't have any money. Bard, do you? Are you just gonna follow Aiden around, helping him with his mischief?
So in Hero Codex, it says 0 for a net gold, so I don't know what I'm doing. So
Zero
I'm
for
gonna
what?
follow Aiden.
Logan should have more gold than that. Let me double check something real quick.
I don't think we ever put our gold number in here.
Oh, okay. Well, you guys should do that.
Well, no, so I have mine says something in here, but
I have gold in mine.
yeah, I
Yeah.
don't know.
So all right. I mean,
the bard is poor.
yeah. The bard and fighter are poor, I guess, but I guess you can window
Actually,
shop
no,
if
the
you
bard
want.
got paid for his last gig.
Oh yeah, you did get paid. You got like 1,000 gold to.
There you go. Type in 1,000 gold.
What?
Type in 1,000 gold, and because the last time our bard played a gig, he got paid for it.
So it's just a box? Do I just type in 1,000?
Type in 1,000 GP.
Okay.
And then hit save. Then I have money. What do you do? You're awesome. What do you want to buy?
Are you looking for anything specific or?
No, I'm gonna follow Aiden around.
All right. Can you give me a D20, please, then?
Is this what it is? Or that?
This is how well you follow him around and if you can keep track of him.
Oh, so this is if you get lost.
Yep. All right. That's cool. Okay. Fighter is poor. All right. Going back to the clerics for a second. When you guys knock on the door, you see two more what you would presume are either monks or clerics. What do you guys say? Do you guys ask anything?
Hello.
They kind of just look at you, said, hello, welcome
I want
To
to
our
start
monastery?
passing out flyers.
You give them flyers.
I want to give them flyers.
They take a look at it, fold it up, and put them in the robe.
Is
so you're
is
saying
any
they're never gonna read it.
are
So hey guys, I'm also a cleric. Nice to meet you.
I'm also clear.
I do
Great
cleric.
introduction.
Yeah,
I
do.
am very cleric.
Oh, hold on, let me do my spiel. I got an idea for this. Alright. So I'm also a cleric, and I've heard about how you guys can't do magic. However, I got a special deal with the city government that they allow me to use magic.
Yes.
Yeah. So if you join my religion, I can help you learn that secret trick, and you guys can use magic too.
That's nice. I like that.
They look at you strangely and turn to Joe, saying, "May we help you guys?"
Hi, I'm Gary 4.
Okay. Can
I'm
I
very
help
glad.
you?
No, Joe, it's Gary.
Gary. All right.
Yeah, they just look at you and say, "Can I help you?"
Are they looking at me odd because I'm a half orc, or are they?
No, they're
just-
looking at Justin odd because he's just a cleric that literally just tried to convert them in front of them in their own monastery.
I'm gonna give them another flyer because they pulled up the other one. Just in case you lose the first one, here's another.
So who do we can't talk. Who is our deity here?
Oh, well, we worship plenty of them. This is what you would call a mixed church. We have people of many walks of life here, and we try not to discriminate between them because it's just easier that way.
It's an
It's-
inclusive church. So that.
I have a
Yeah.
question.
what?
What if there's like a demon worshiper or something that walks in? You allow them to worship their demon as well?
What?
Yeah. So you're an inclusive church, right? So do you allow people who worship like demons and stuff like that?
I mean, as long as they're not trying to kill everyone, which most of the time is how things usually end with those folks. Usually it's okay. Yes.
You worship
You sound
Bunny?
like a
I hold the bunny
progressive
out.
person.
They actually point at a picture on their wall of said bunny.
Bunny!
Dude. Joe, it's your people.
Holy smite!
No, you can't do that here.
These are
Um,
my people.
Do you guys ask anything to them or?
What could you tell us about the guy who runs the monastery, church, whatever you call it?
Well, we all run it together. tonight's service is going to be towards one of the more popular gods. We try to be inclusive with our worshiping services and for travelers and stuff. We haven't had many. But the guy who actually owns the building, he doesn't come around very often. He just kind of helps us pay for things when things are rough, and if not, he holds like dance parties here and stuff like that.
I want to see a dance party.
An orc dance off. All right. Do they all
More
have,
importantly, an orc cook-off.
do all of these clerics have normal auras, or are there any that are off?
They have normal auras. You can say that they're both like lawful good. The other one that was leaving was not lawful neutral. He was the only one that stood out, but there's nothing really wrong with not lawful neutral.
Yeah.
They're just kind of all normal folks.
All right. Any of you guys see the people without auras?
Yes, actually. We have or at least one of them points to themselves. He says, the deities that I mainly do sermons for, the folk that come here are more secretive than most. A lot of rogue-like people that don't either worship anything or worship a small group of deities. They usually try to conceal their aura just in case anyone else can see that.
Okay, I show him my picture of a Sahedron and ask if they decorate themselves with those. I've
probably seen those around. I can't put my finger on it, but those do look familiar. They look like runes that would be more of a demonic, a demonic kind of, demonic type Sahedron rune. But I don't think I've seen one of those in a while, though.
Okay.
Have you seen them before?
I have seen them before. They look very similar to the runes that we used to use for lights around here before they outlawed magic. But other than that, there's not really much to say there. They do look familiar, though.
What can you guys tell us about the amulet that went missing?
Oh, the amulet that went missing. Yeah, it was in our worshiping room. We would go in there and pray every now and then. Someone came in the night, knocked down the door, stole it. I'm pretty sure I heard the other cleric say something, but it was to propose that had many gods' powers put into it as like a seal or something, but it was stolen. We don't know who took it or roughly when. One day we just came in to the worshiping room and it was gone.
And you're not at all worried that this sealed object that was sealed with the powers of several gods is now missing?
Like I said, it was just proposed for that. I think that's just the lore about it. We couldn't find any actual proof that is what happened. We can't find any magic on it, or we can't actually use it. So
you do magic?
We did, yes.
Wait, if it was gone and
these guys are a lot more trusting.
So if it's missing and it was supposed to be magical, maybe the police took it since they took away magic things.
Very unlikely, because the police are the ones who are helping us find it.
That's true.
Like we said, we used.
They're trying to help you find it, but they actually were the ones who took it.
Very unlikely. I highly doubt it they would do that. Anything else?
Come back to us in a second. I gotta think.
All right. Okay. So, library team.
Yep.
Come up with anything?
Yeah. So can Raina's mending spell mend a weapon like this?
Do you want to search for a book on like what can be mended and what can't be mended, or do you want to just have her try?
We can do a book first, I guess.
Okay. Do you want the librarian to search for it, or does Raina want to search for it?
The librarian's probably better off.
Okay. right. So, Raina, you ask for a book that contains on like basically a more in-depth like what can be mended, what can't be mended. Some magic items can just be mended, some can't. The book says the best way to find out is just to try, and if nothing happens, well, it can't.
Okay.
It gives you a list of some things that just are known not to. So there are a lot of wands and stabs that can't be mended, but there isn't really anything on like rune specific items.
Okay.
So do you just want to try to mend it?
Has the clerics gotten back yet?
You don't know that yet.
Yeah, I guess I'll try to mend it.
All right, give me a d20, please.
Okay. Yep, that's that was a 9.
A 9?
Yeah.
Well, luckily for you, when you put it like, on its sections, you put, the hilt first and the like middle piece of the blade and then the end of the blade. You don't even actually have to use a spell. It kind of just puts itself back together.
Well, that's not freaky.
Yeah.
Now I'm scared.
Yeah.
And where it was broken is glowing like red.
Of course it is.
That's even better.
Hey, do you have a detect evil or just magic?
I don't know.
Hey, demon chick. Do you have any like detect evil type things embedded in your character?
No, I don't. Not to my knowledge, although today that has been known to be faulty.
Is there any like innate tiefling ability to understand other demonic things?
I think I can only read abyssal. I don't think
Give me a perception check, please.
Oh,
Well, I was more interested, Cadence, in whether or not you understood what was going on with the flashing, glowing stuff.
not to my current knowledge, but I guess I should roll this perception check. 24.
24. All right. So not to touch it.
Yeah, no, I could have deduced that one, I think.
Yeah.
You took a look at it and it sent a shiver down your spine. That doesn't happen very often.
Yeah, that's pretty good right there.
That is a fun night.
That's a fun night. Okay.
That's death night.
I want the knife.
I will take the knife back, and
Do you pick it up?
I'm going to wrap it in,
Yeah. Take another thing.
in some garments or something.
Some cloth. Yeah. All right. That's cool. Do you try to like break it apart while it's in there?
No, I think we're just gonna leave it be.
Okay.
I'm a little scared to do anything else with it. I want to bring it to our clerics and let them examine it.
Okay. All right. Anyone else that's in the library? Do you want to search for anything else? Look for any more books? Look for more information?
No, I want to head back to the clerics so we can get some
Okay.
more.
You guys roughly know where the clerics went. Do you guys just want to move there with them?
Sure.
All right. Well, you guys get to the clerics, and the guy leaving kind of points you in there. Oh, they're yours. Yeah, they're in the room to the left. Blah 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 blah. Yeah.
We're our pets.
Roughly. You guys knock on the door, and at this point, the other clerics are getting annoyed because of how many people are in their room. They ask you guys to go out into like the main plaza. You guys meet up. What are you guys doing? You guys are now in the monastery/church thing.
Hey,
Maybe
Iki,
let's get out of the monastery.
No, I want to do this in the monastery. Hey, Iki, have we got something for you?
I have something too.
So I take out I take out an unwrapped said knife, and let the clerics see it and see what they do.
Don't touch it though.
You unwrap it, like show it to them.
Yeah, but I'm still holding the cloth.
Okay, so when you like hold it out in your hands, you unwrap the cloth, whatever, they can see it. The two clerics behind them yell, evil.
I know it. I thought we were like off in a little room by ourselves.
No, you're in the main
No,
area.
you guys are like in the main. You guys are like in the main area, and the two clerics followed you out because they,
Oh,
you know,
I
they
thought
were
we were-
talking.
I thought we were in a private room.
No, because there's too many people for the private room now.
Oh, I wouldn't have done
And
that.
so the two clerics look at it and they just yell evil. And Joe, can you give me a perception check?
Uh-oh.
Give me a perception check.
I wouldn't have done that in a public place.
14.
Well, there's not anyone else around other than the
Leave.
what'd you get, Joe?
14.
14? It's evil.
Great.
Oh,
Very, very evil.
But like, is it so evil that like Justin and Joseph were like, coiling back?
Oh, actually, I have a +4
Yeah,
modifier now. That was an 18.
When he
Sorry.
looks at it, when he looks at it, it actually physically hurts.
When I look at it, it hurts?
Yeah, when every cleric looks at it, it hurts. Like it physically hurts.
Hey Joe, I think you should pick it up.
I hold my bunny up higher.
Let the bunny hold it.
No.
Yeah, so the two clerics leave because it's actually physically hurting them, and they go back into their private room in peace.
Okay, well, I'll wrap it back up quickly later.
And Joe, you have some information for the party, right?
I learned about an amulet that was stolen that was imbued with many gods in it.
Was it an evil ass amulet that had a Sahedron rune on it?
It had many Sahedrons on it.
Great. So we need another Infinity Gauntlet?
I think Nawalia has a mother.
Because that's what we need.
Okay, so
Once a week, they cater to a very suspicious crew who may know more.
Oh, when is that?
They haven't told me yet. What night is that one?
well, the one that said that he caters to a suspicious crew said that he had a service tonight.
So not yet to come.
Not yet to come. It's probably starting around 7. You guys get your apartment about 5. Yeah.
All right, so we'll come back for that.
Yeah. Okay.
And I'll bring my knife.
Okay.
Oh boy.
Okay. You guys are just chilling there. Do you guys want to go find the people who are shopping and pocket shopping?
Well, yeah, we can go to prison.
That's one way to put it.
Do we know where the prison is so we can pick up Aiden?
Wait, am I actually
well,
in prison? Because that'll
so-
be fun.
So this is what happened. Aiden, he actually got a pretty big haul, and none of the guards seemed to care that he was doing things.
Can I purposely get myself arrested so I can break out?
So you're gonna go up to the guard and say, "Look at what I stole."
Can I
No,
try
because then they would
stalking?
take some of it.
So you go up to a guard patrolling.
No,
He looks at you.
You gotta sing his ballad as he does it.
Actually, no, I changed my mind. That's too messy.
So what are you doing, Aiden?
I don't know. Aren't they coming to me?
The guards?
No, the other.
No, we were heading to the prison.
Well, I was asking if like you said that you wanted to get arrested, right? Are you going to try to purposely
Yeah,
get
I
yourself
think that's
arrested?
I want to keep my gold.
Okay, you're going to keep your gold. All right, you got 700.
It's not bad.
Yeah, it's about the same price as you paid for your dagger.
I paid like
800 for it. He paid 800 for it.
There's no way I paid 800 for that.
You did.
No, because it was 800 and then I brought it down. Like,
Oh yeah, you bought it for like 450 or something.
It was even less than that. It was like
No, it was 450. I wouldn't have gone below 450. You're talking to the person that haggled to you.
True.
I think you realize it was like a 40 gold like dagger, right?
It was, yeah. Okay.
I'm
So-
just a kind man giving to the poor side of the community.
Yeah, that's what
Okay?
you are. You're freaking Robin Hood.
Why do you think I'm stealing from all the rich people?
Okay. So I'm assuming the group gets just back together now.
Sure.
All right, great. So the two poor people are just crying because they couldn't buy anything. Do you guys show the rest of the crew the knife?
Sure.
Yeah.
Hey, look what we found.
I
That's cool,
scream.
want hunting.
I scream again.
Yep, it hurts.
Joe, stop screaming like a little
Yeah.
girl.
All right.
Make the Batman
so at the current time, it is about probably 4-ish. It took about a day to get all that information and talk to people and then regroup. So it's about 4 p.m. They said come back at 5, and that's probably how long it'll take for you to get everything that you need. Is there anything that you guys want to look for in the city specifically, like any type of building or place?
Let's go back to the inn they told us about so we can see G Money.
Okay. Okay. So you guys get to the inn, and it looks like a fancier version of the other inn. Instead of wood, they have tile. The countertops are all like marble, but they still use like oil lanterns and stuff to light things. They're not using any
The
magic.
monkey, we have apes.
Yeah, there are no monkeys, no apes. No.
Not yet, there.
And you see a guard sitting down at a table.
Is it G Money?
Yeah, who knows? You can't see his face.
We're gonna run over and scream, G Money!
I'm G4.
Imagine if it's just some random guard.
Who cares?
So he looks at you guys and says, "Oh, it's you guys. You guys made it."
Oh,
Right.
it is G Money.
He says, oh, not you again.
It it is G Money.
Yay!
Let's enjoy our party.
So,
Okay.
Justin, you want to try and convert it before we ask him to join?
Yes, I would like to convert the money.
D20, man.
All right.
I want that 22.
Why is it not
We
focused?
can't see it.
Yeah, we can't see it. What did it? Oh, Jesus. Okay, that was better that it was on focus and then he came into focus.
Very nice.
I would still like
So
to
G Money says he'll pass after seeing the flyer.
So after G Money beats the crap out of Justin, we asked him how he's doing and if he's, what's been going on in the city.
Well, I mean, I just got back from my patrol. After getting back into the city, I kind of just I took a few days off. Tomorrow is my first full shift. I took a half a shift tonight, or this afternoon, I should say. And yeah, it's kind of just been same old. I kind of hated that they took away all the magic lanterns. That was annoying. But no, everything's kind of been just the same. I do feel for the people who are getting attacked outside of the city, but thankfully, because of our walls, most of the creatures don't wander this far because they know that they'll just get absolutely demolished.
Well, it's funny that you should say that because we just got a mission, and they said you should come with us on the mission outside the city walls.
That's not what I heard. They just told me to give you a key to your room upstairs.
And here's your red uniform.
No, he hands out a key. He's just like, my job description was give you guys a key and leave.
Oh, they said you should come with us because you're their trusted advisor. They wanted someone from the city to be able to report back.
Give me a bluff check.
15.
13. Kind of like squint. He kind of like squints his eyes and then looks at a paper
No,
that was like
1-5.
1-5, 15.
Yeah.
Yeah, he looks at a paper, and it has a signature on it. And he looks at the paper. He's just like, I mean, if that's what they told you, I thought I was going to do a regular patrol tomorrow, but guess not. Any specifics on where you're going, or are you guys just going to go north and try to figure out what's spawning these things?
Yeah, we're trying to find that wizard that left.
Yeah, about that. I think I'm one of like the 5 people that actually saw the wizard.
Oh,
Really? Well, isn't that convenient? So maybe it's fate that you are coming with us.
Maybe, but I would definitely talk to the 2 professors that worked at I would talk to Professor Hill and Clean before we leave, because They were probably. I think one of them saw him.
Okay, we can do that.
They're kind of secretive right now because of all of the political things going on, but I could get you to their houses. I know where they live.
Perfect. We do that tomorrow, first thing tomorrow morning.
Yeah, if you guys aren't opposed to it. I could take a couple of you guys. I'm not sure how they would do with a couple of orcs, and it looks like a shady cleric there. I'm not sure how well they would do with that.
I'm just tall. He's standing in my shade.
Nice.
He says I could probably bring 3 of you guys max to them.
All right, so let's make a plan to do that first thing in the morning before we leave.
Sounds great. If we are going on a venture outside of the city, I might have to talk to the council again before I leave. They want me to report every day. But I can probably make an excuse why I can't skip work. It's better than staying here and patrolling the streets. Nothing fun happens ever.
That works.
Yeah. All right. So he gives you guys a key to a room. You guys get the you guys get the penthouse.
Oh.
So
penthouse is irrelevant. We got you money.
Yeah. So you guys got the penthouse. Whoop-de-doo. So right now, you guys got your room, and now the next thing is probably the service at the place. If you guys want to send a couple of people to there.
Yeah.
And if you want, you could probably follow G Money.
What?
To see if he'll bring you to the professors now, since you guys have some time to kill. I mean, who knows? You didn't ask him if you could get him today.
I just assumed it was too late.
Yeah, well, it's only 4. It's only 4.
Joe, who do you need in to go do the service?
Yeah, me and the other cleric can handle it.
I want to go, yeah.
Just the 2? You don't need anybody else?
Now he can go convert the baddies while I look for auras.
So if you've done bad things, well, you can be forgiven if you join a religion.
Exactly. So don't start it now. Just save it.
Well, he said he could only take like 3 of us, so we need to give you a couple more people.
Oh, that's fine.
Yeah.
So, why don't we go? I need.
We could always use some muscle.
I was gonna say, Ray, we probably need a wizardy person. So, Ray, you come with me and maybe the hunter.
Cadence, where do you want to go? Do you want to go convert some people at a monastery/church, or do you want to go meet some really high-leveled wizards?
Would Cadence possibly know one of the high-level
I suppose I'll go with the wizards.
All right.
Yeah, would Cadence know the professors by any chance?
What happened?
Would Cadence know the professors?
She would know their names. Like, they're pretty popular. They were one of them's a headmaster and the other one was like a head professor. Like they were pretty popular in the area. They would teach basically everyone everything.
Okay. So it'll be me, Cadence, the hunter, and the wizard. Or the sorcerers.
Okay.
And the rest can go with
So
Joe.
you and the rest of the magic club?
Yeah.
Great.
Magic club.
So I have
the rogue and the bard can go with the cleric.
Yep. Rogue, bard.
The
The 2 clerics, rogue, bard, and fighter are going with.
They're going to the monastery.
Yep. All right. Great.
That'll work.
Do you guys want to take a 15-minute bio break?
Sure.
All right.
All right, you guys ready? We are transitioning now. Welcome back, YouTube. All 0 of you.
Okay.
This is one of us.
Cool. All right. So I am going to do the meeting the two professors first. I have the monk, Reyna, and Xander.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because we lost our demon chick.
Yeah. All right. So G Money is just like, yeah, I could probably take you there now. He leads you to a kind of a nicer house. I wouldn't say like top end, but it's a nicer house. It's very old though, and he kind of knocks on the door. And somebody opens the door. Very old fellow, very long, lengthy beard, looking like, you know, Gandalf, Dumbledore. You get the picture.
What if he is?
So he looks at G Money and says, "Oh, hello. What can I do for you?" He's just like, "I have some people here wanting to talk to you guys. Is it okay if we come in?" And he's just like, he's kind of reluctant, but he says, I owe you one, whatever. And he kind of waves you guys on in, and it's just a common area. Who's talking? Who's asking questions? What's up?
Where you want to go?
Why? I don't have questions.
Right. Okay.
Maybe popcorn for the past 20 minutes. Leave me alone.
Yep.
Wow.
Just to give you a refresher of what happened, these guys might have seen the guy who conjured everything that attacked the city.
Danny, you want to try?
What do I have to do?
Oh my God.
Are we all there?
No.
Some of us
Only-
aren't, apparently.
Me, Ray, and Xander, but apparently they're not playing.
How about you ask
Why-
questions?
I've been asking questions all night. I was trying to let you guys play.
I bounced off the questions that you asked.
Oh my.
Go for it.
Okay.
I
So
feel like
Where do I
Alright.
start?
So what can you tell us about the old wizard?
are you referring to the one that attacked the city and is attacking places around the city?
That would be he.
And don't call me old.
He kind of looks at you and he's just like, I didn't get to see the guy, but he looked as if he had a messed up left arm.
Define messed up.
It's hard to describe. It looked like it was there, but it also looked like nothing was there.
Okay.
And when I mean nothing, I mean it in the literal sense. No air, no space, no time, no nothing.
That's fun.
So we had an evil arm.
It seems like a nice guy.
I don't know if it was evil, but the person doing the things that they were doing is probably evil, yes.
Probably got exploded by the sword.
Nice. Okay.
Um,
Did he have a sword or dagger of any kind?
he did not. He was just conjuring things. I tried to dispel it and it didn't work.
What kinds of things did he conjure?
Skeletons mainly, the normal kind. It's not really much. But he was conjuring other beasts, winged beasts with teeth, some lava creatures.
Like the one we thought.
Yep. So did he say why?
I didn't talk to him. I was more trying to dispel the magic he was doing, but I couldn't, and then ran because I knew that I was of no help.
Did you see anything that was working against him?
Not really. Everyone who tried to fight him died almost instantly.
How'd you make it out? Just ran away?
He didn't see me. I was hiding behind a corner, and then I just ran. Once I realized that my magic wasn't good enough to dispel his.
How'd you figure that out?
Because I tried to dispel his magic, and nothing happened.
What about the other guy?
Where was he when you were doing this?
He was in the northern lower ring. He was kind of floating, actually. I don't think I ever saw him take a step. He was just kind of floating places.
To go.
Oh, we found the black monk.
Yeah, that'd be wonderful. All right. Is the other dude in the same house?
The other wizard is there. He is also in attendance. Yes, he's been listening in.
What can you add?
He looks at you. He's just like, not much. The arm that my friend here described probably is what we would call a fiendish regenerated arm. Fiends have a capability of regrowing limbs if they ever get cut off, and the effects that those limbs can have can range from anything as fire damage to, I think, space warping, I'm pretty sure it's called, but that's never been actually discovered. But that seems to be like the most probable cause of this happening.
Define space warping.
An arm made of a in real life terms, it's an arm made out of a black hole.
Oh, that's cool.
Like a magical black hole. It's literally the control alt delete of the universe.
Yeah, but it doesn't suck anything in.
No, it doesn't.
That's
Was there any other weapons he was using besides magic?
No, he was a summoner. He was summoning creatures to fight on his behalf, but I'm gonna be honest, I got kind of a better look at him. He was a blonde fellow with blue eyes, bluer than usual. They were kind of a lighter blue, and he was of a either a human or elf descent. I didn't get a look at his ears, but other than that, all his features were covered by a cloak.
Did you ever have like a second in command type figure?
Not that I saw, it was just him.
Where did all his creatures go?
Luckily our army was pulled back, so we were able to fight them off eventually, but not without a few pretty important casualties.
So what happened? Why did you leave?
No one knows. He just kind of disappeared and the attack stopped. After the mayhem, our professor of necromancy was killed. Our professor of healing magic was also killed. Those were the two main casualties of the attack. Everyone else was either maimed or out of commission, not dead.
So where did the wizard come from?
No one knows. He just kind of showed up.
Like showed up as in showed up and attacked, or like was he a traveler that showed up in the city and then attacked?
No one saw him before the attack, and when the attack happened, it was too late because he had already summoned a bunch of monsters on us. And then by the time the attack was ended, all of the monsters were gone, either killed or I would say dispelled by him, and he just left.
Did he have like any intentions of any kind? Like what was he trying to do with the attack?
He didn't do anything to us. He just attacked the city. I'm assuming the two people that died in the attack, which were the two professors, were his main goal, because like I said, everyone else is either in a coma or seriously injured.
Were the attacks focused on anything else but people? Like did it look like they were looking for anything?
Not really, but there were a lot of monsters. He could have had a couple of them looking for certain items. The church nearby, they had a kind of a, I don't know what to call it. I'm not sure. It was a round disc with runes on it that got stolen. And a couple of our towns got destroyed and attacked, but we don't know why.
Did you see him use anything like an orb?
No, but there was a certain glow underneath him, though. He was floating in the sky and his feet were covered, and there was kind of like a glow to it.
Interesting. Anything else, right?
Not that I can think of.
When's
Was
Andrew?
the glow colorful?
You can guess where he went. Come on.
The glow was a bluish color.
Any other interesting features about him besides the arm? Any tattoos or?
There was one tattoo below his eye. It was of an upside down star.
How do you make a star upside down?
You know how there's usually one point at the top? That one point is on the bottom.
Like a 5-pointed star upside down. Is the we don't have Joe with us. Yeah.
You can ask him about it afterwards.
No, because the amulet.
Does any of our magic users know anything about said star?
That's a big pentagram.
Sean?
I mean, they might.
Do I know anything about the thing?
About the
star symbol?
what thing? The star symbol? What you can you give me like a wisdom check?
Oh god, what the hell's my wisdom?
Should have a high wisdom.
It's a +1. Which is not a high wisdom. I rolled really terribly. Okay. 18.
18? It might have been a pentagram for all you know. There are a lot of star-shaped symbols in magic, most of them referring to either a god or a demonic ritual. He might have had a pentagram either tattooed or it was like a rune that he used, but since you didn't see it, you don't entirely know. That's all you can guess.
Can I ask the guy if it was just like a plain star? Did it have any like color? Or
Ask the guy to draw it.
Actually, yeah. Can the dude draw it?
Let's see what his artistic skills have to say about that.
Oh boy.
Yeah, so he draws it out for you the best he can. He saw him at a distance and at like a skew, so it's not entirely perfect. But what you could make out of it is a pentagram, but it's not a pentagram that you've seen before. It doesn't have the right runes on it, and it doesn't have any magical you don't know of any spell or you don't know of any spell or ritual that would have actually used it.
Do the runes on the pentagram look like the runes that I saw on the dagger?
No.
They don't look like any runes I've seen before?
Yeah, they're just demonic normal type runes. The guy probably guessed at them.
Can we play the Cadence is still here card and ask if she would know what they meant?
Sure, why not? Let's see. Her character, would they know anything about it? She would be able to read them.
Yeah, what did I say?
But
yeah, that works.
Her character would look at it and kind of just say these symbols don't mean anything because they're just kind of, it's not written by somebody who actually knew the language. It's written by somebody who just saw the language.
So there's pieces missing?
Oh, okay.
Could you give us an idea of what they're trying to say? Or at least a
this is like somebody trying to replicate a manga cover that doesn't speak Japanese.
Okay.
They would just guess at the symbols that they used. Okay.
Very helpful.
Yep. The most she would know about it is it would be some type of like power up pentagram because of the markings inside of the star. So it'd be something that you would like store magical energy in. So basically how it would work is like you have a certain amount of spells that you can use per day. You could store up those amount of spells throughout like a course of days and have more spells at the end of it.
Okay.
That's the closest you would be able to get.
Okay, I'm out of questions.
Yeah.
Okay. Xander, do you have any?
Xander is indisposed.
Okay. Raina, do you have any?
Not really.
Okay. Going on to the other part of the group. Yay.
Service. Yeah.
We get there early so I can stand by the door with detect magic going. I want to see who glows coming in.
Okay. Then
That's the one you got flyers.
Yeah, I want
give me a sleight of hand check. Because I'm assuming you're not just going to be waving your hand as people come in.
Oh, I just have to cast it once, remember?
Yeah, I guess that's true. Still give me a sleight of hand check, though.
I don't care if the other clerics see me.
Yeah, it's fine.
Let's see. Do I
You're gonna
have a
arrest you.
bonus?
You're gonna throw in the popo.
Let's see. What is my negative? -3. Okay, here we go. What could go wrong?
How the hell did you do that?
All right. I rolled a 1 -3.
You scream at the top of your lungs. Detect magic.
Again, it's just the other monks. I don't care.
Yeah. All right. So yeah. Justin, what are you doing? How are you trying to convert people? Setting up like, kind of like are you setting up a table with flyers, or what are you doing, Justin?
I'm gonna stand at the door and like act like I'm like handing out like the program for the meeting tonight. So I'm just going to hand out like flyers as they come in.
Yeah, you distract him while I watch for glowies. This is perfect.
Okay. All right. That's fine. People come in, people take your flyers, some people ignore you.
Why don't you play music?
So let's see, who else is there with you?
I'm also paying attention to my evil spidey sense.
Yeah. Rogue, what are you doing?
Wait, where am I right now?
You are at the church with the two clerics.
You're going to the chapel.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Are you gonna try to like sneakily look for people, or are you kind of just staying by Joe?
He's gonna loot the offering plate, isn't he?
I'm not that bad.
Are you sure?
I'm gonna wait until it gets full and then I'll take it.
All right, great.
Yeah, I'm gonna wait by Joe just for right now.
All right. Cecil.
I'm distracting people, so you better give me a cup.
Cecil.
Yes.
What are you doing? Standing by Joe, looking for things?
I'm gonna start looking for things.
What things are we looking for? Suspicious people or suspicious items, or
Looking for Fight Club.
Shiny rocks.
Looking for a
I'm looking for the fight club.
all right, I'll go back to you in a second. All right. Bard, what are you doing?
Could I potentially look for cool items that are on the ground I could use? For like, I don't know, throwing
It's
at people.
very unlikely, because when you look at the ground, especially in the area that you're in, it's very easy to see that it's very like kept. It's very clean. There's not much on the ground.
You could
And
play
it's probably
some.
because they have people like coming and cleaning all the time.
You could play some Ozzy Osbourne for this crowd.
Yeah, sure. I'd be entertaining while a cleric is.
You're gonna be the before service entertainment.
Yes.
All right, great. Give me a d20 on that, please.
Okay.
How many nat ones can we roll tonight?
And check your performance bonus. You may have one.
Okay.
I need to check if I have anything. Oh yeah, bonus. Where would that be? Hold on.
Performance should be in skills.
Okay. There's 13 ranks and a plus 15 modifier.
So that means it's plus 15.
Yeah, so that's plus 15.
We got 25.
Okay.
All right, great. Your music is beautiful. Everyone enjoys it.
Hooray.
Especially for this shady crowd, that's impressive. All right, Joe,
What's rejoicing?
What do I see? What do I see?
you see two people of interest because one of them is lawful evil. The other one is completely
Money.
no alignment. It's not neutral. It's no alignment whatsoever.
Been there. A little dead inside.
You got it.
And they both sit in the back next to each other.
With the money.
Does anybody sit next to them, or are they just kind of hanging out?
They're just kind of hanging out towards the back. There's not many people at the service. You could probably guess that since it's a shady crowd, not many people actually come and gather.
And
But these two people definitely know each other. They sat next to each other, and most people sit with like a specific group of people, probably forming cliques about which religion they worship or whatever.
are any of them glowing yet?
Well, there's a lawful evil guy. That's the only guy that you actually can get a kind of reading on.
What's the Spidey sense? But do I sense anything magical on anybody?
A lot of rings.
I figured.
A lot of rings. Some necklaces, some earrings. Yeah.
Who turned on the light?
Yeah.
Okay. I am going. Is there a row behind them, or are they in the very, very back?
They're in like the second to last row.
All right, I'm gonna sit right behind them,
Right
and
behind
act
them?
like I'm just there for the service, and just kind of listen. To
Do you
them.
put your hood up? Do you put your hood up to act shady? Because everyone has a hood here.
Sure, why not?
Okay. All right. Great. Okay. Rogue, what are you doing?
Me?
Yeah, Joe. I'm assuming that you tell him what happened.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. All right. Rogue, what are you doing?
You said there are a lot of rings, right?
There are well, you don't know that
For the moment.
because it's just they're glowing, and Joe can see it glowing.
Yeah, but he can see they have
I can
rings.
see that they have.
Well, yeah, if somebody shows their hands, and a lot of rings show up.
So the room is very shiny.
Oh no.
Kind of, but they're also all in cloaks.
We've lost the rogue. He's gone rogue.
I'm gonna wait until people start revealing their hands,
Okay.
and then I'll.
They're touching their armies.
I don't know. I don't know what to do right now, so I'm just gonna hold off.
Okay.
You can sit next to people and pickpocket them.
All right, Bard.
I want to do the cool thing where I can.
The service is
slide
about
a
to
hand
begin.
away.
Are you gonna try to help Joe? Are you gonna go do your own thing?
I want to help Joe.
All right, great. Are you sitting next to him, or are you gonna kind of keep your space to kind of look like you're not with him?
I want to keep my space and pretend like I'm paying attention to the service.
All right, great. So you sit on the other side. You sit on the other side of the bench that he's sitting at. Let's see.
Does the service maker want to join the cult?
What happened?
Does the service maker want to join the cult?
Justin's cult?
No, the cult that they're in right now.
Oh, like I
It's
said,
a
this is an
non-denominational
inclusive-
cult.
Yeah. I mean,
Or is it
you can see.
demonization?
I don't know. You can see one of the clerics that you were talking to earlier, kind of getting things ready. Joe, can you give me a perception check real quick?
Yep, I actually have a bonus in that. Hang on.
Okay. Yay, not a negative.
Right? I think it's a +4. Yeah, it's a +4. Okay. All right, Codex. Don't do it again. It's a 9 with modifier. So
9
5
with
and
modifier?
4.
All right. Well, luckily you don't have to see it. The robe, the robe that the cleric is wearing.
Which one?
There's like
The
a
one right in
little,
front of me?
Well, no. So the cleric.
Oh, in the
that's
front.
like
Okay.
doing the
Yeah, yeah.
service
Okay.
in front. He's wearing a robe, and inside of one of his sleeves, you can see a long, cylindrical thing that seems to be glowing with magic.
Huh.
Well, lightsaber.
He's bionic.
Okay, and it goes down the entire forearm that you can see.
Nice.
What
Sounds
color's
like
his hair?
something-
And do I hear anything from the pair in front of me yet?
You hear whispering. If you kind of tune in your ears, they're just talking about what they did that day, what they got. They're showing off rings that they stole and stuff like that.
How many people they killed?
Yeah, just assassin gossip.
Wait, you
let's
didn't
see
say this
here.
was the assassin service.
No, shady people's service. All right. So, let's see here. Justin,
Yes.
what are you doing?
So
Are you gonna listen to the service, or are you gonna try to convert people one by one?
So you know the two shady people?
I think you should get up on stage and do your own service.
So Sean, you know the two shady people, right?
Yeah.
So I want to go sit right next to them and give them a flyer and start talking to them.
Well, as you remember, when people were coming in, these two are one of the very few that actually took your flyer.
Oh, okay. So then I'm gonna go up to them and talk to them and say like, hey, I saw that you took my flyers. I wanted to tell you more about my religion because it seems like you might be interested.
One of them, you can see, since you're sitting next to them, you can see that they are a woman, and they say, "Oh, please, I would love to learn more."
Oh well, see, I believe in the god of chaos. So we have like no strict rules on like doing the right thing, on volunteering, all that annoying stuff that ordinary good churches have. We just let the members do whatever they want as long as it's not too crazy, like trying to destroy the world or something, you know?
Okay, I'm gonna have you roll a diplomacy check.
Okay. I got 8. What's my modifier? Hold on. Hold that thought. Diplomacy +9, so that means 17.
Okay, so she's kind of nodding her head, but you can kind of get a sense that it's not really her kind of style.
Okay.
Yeah, and the guy that's sitting next to her, he's completely ignoring you.
Oh, okay. So I'm gonna read the mood and we'll go like, oh, okay. I'll
Scream at them, say, don't ignore me.
No, I'll say I'll see you after the service. Maybe after seeing how better my god is compared to these gods, you'll be more interested to join.
Sure.
All right.
All
So
right.
now Bard, move away. Sit the row in front of them.
Yeah. All right. Bard, how are you helping Joe? By the way, Joe's relaying all of the information that I've been giving him to you and the rogue. So
I am very good at hand signals.
Unfortunately, I'm not very good at interpreting hand signals.
So in other words, you think I just said pass the fish?
okay, so
Oh, there was a fish?
okay, so what you know is that the guy that's in front about to do the sermon has a big long rod on his arm that is glowing with magic. Everyone in the room has at least one ring that's glowing.
Mm-hmm.
With bad magic or just magic?
Magic.
Yeah, what kind of magic?
Okay.
Magic.
There's no such thing as good or bad magic. It's good or bad people.
Indeed.
It's spooky magic.
True you are.
Is it
No.
spooky magic?
No, it's just magic. It's literally there's magic. That's all you know.
What color is it?
It's white.
Okay.
So, let me ask you this: Are you trying to like find a specific person, or are you just trying to figure out who everyone is in the room?
I'm gonna try and figure out if there are other people who are more noteworthy than the other people with blue.
Give me a perception check, please.
Perception. I need to do math. Oh. 34.
Nice.
Okay, I'll get back to you next round. You're looking around the room suspiciously at everyone. Fighter, you are looking for a fight club.
Yes, I am.
Okay, your character just says this is boring. I'm gonna leave. I need you to roll a d20 with no modifiers.
I think that's this one.
And by the way, do you know the first rule of Fight Club?
Tell everybody.
Don't talk about Fight Club.
Don't
Wear
talk about
deodorant.
That's
That's that's an unwritten rule of Fight Club.
Wow.
Joseph found nothing.
I will get back to you next round.
You
Dang.
found a rock.
Okay.
John,
Okay.
am I on delay or am I in the order?
You said delay.
Okay, can I pop in right now?
Yes.
Okay.
It's not like there is an order.
Yeah, I know, but he's like cycling through.
Alright.
I would like to ask Justin for some papers and go around promoting his religion.
Oh, thank you, Aiden.
And while I do that, while I'm talking to people, I'm gonna use my ranged legerdemain ability to pickpocket them. Well,
Aiden, since you're being such a nice friend and doing that, how awkward to go around promoting my religion to them to distract them.
No, that's what I'm doing.
Okay.
Yeah, he's
I'm
using
trying to
himself as
get
a distraction. All right, go ahead and roll me a d20. And that's what you're gonna do during the sermon.
20!
That's what you're gonna do during the sermon.
That's what he does. He gets a nat 20 on pickpocket.
Okay.
Wonderful.
Let's get this smacked.
They have magic rings though.
They do.
For the moment.
Probably can't choose.
But you just rolled a nat 20.
Okay. I will get back to you after the sermon is done about what you got. And I'm also assuming that you're looking out for the description of, you know, a blonde guy, since the council told you that. Aiden?
Yes.
Okay, you're doing something useful. All right, great. Okay, going back to Joe.
All right. So I'm sitting right behind him. I haven't heard
Yes.
anything interesting from them yet. So
I wouldn't say that.
I'm going to start muttering to myself about how many people I've stolen from today.
My pocket's heavy. Okay, so all right. The guy turns to you and says, "How many people have you stolen from today?"
It's none of your business.
I'm just trying to ask, make small talk. I heard you mumbling, and you know, there's no one here to talk to, so
I'm a little crazy.
aren't we all? What's your name?
G4.
Just strange name. Where do you come from?
The city. I'm one of the Garys.
Oh, okay. That's very interesting. That's very interesting. And then he looks at the girl next to him and says, "Do you hear this guy? He thinks he's a comedian." he looks back at you, says, "Got anything cool?"
I have lots of cool things. How much money do you have?
He doesn't take out any money. He takes out a little amulet with a picture of a guy and a sun behind it with runes around it.
Whoa.
I'm interested.
I wish I was there for that.
Does it glow, by the way? I assume it's glowing with the
yeah.
detect magic.
Yeah.
Okay.
He kind of shakes it and it disappears. And he says, "You got anything interesting?"
But before he does that, Aiden pickpockets.
Can I do that?
No. You're handing out
fly.
You're handing out flyers and trying to rob people of their hard-earned stolen rings,
I can
dude.
pickpocket from 30 feet away.
And?
So he's gonna steal the thing before the guy gets rid of it.
I definitely have interesting things, but I'll meet you at the inn after the service.
What inn are you staying at?
I don't remember what the name of it was. Do you guys remember what the name of it was?
There is no name of it.
The fancy one.
The fancy one.
I know the one you're talking about. They have great cash drawers. They have great cash drawers. I'm telling you, man. All right, I'll meet you there after we're finished with this and my little buddies here finished collecting things from people. I'll meet you over there.
I'll be there.
Okay. All right. Do you have any questions?
No, I think I'm good. I'm,
All right,
I'm pantomiming all this to everybody else.
Justin,
Yes.
what you doing?
Well, can I see if anyone gets converted from Aiden passing out flyers?
I mean, you can't tell right away, but people are definitely nodding, and he's doing a way better job at explaining your religion than you ever did. Because people actually are like rolling out the creases of their pamphlet, you know, that they made when they folded it up, you know.
You should recruit him to be on your staff.
Yeah, you should.
I'll be your distractor while you pickpocket them.
I am my own distractor.
He's doing it. No, he's doing it way better.
Basically, he doesn't need you, Justin. He's better.
Sad.
I can become the leader of this religion.
my god.
All right. So
Excommunicate Justin.
Yeah. I'll branch off into
hey
my
Justin, can you give me a perception check?
Perception? Okay.
Your perception is Justin. Is you're doing this much worse than Aiden ever did.
20.
20. All right. So you're looking around, and you swear the person that you sat next to had a ring on just a second ago, and it seems to be missing. Because they're looking on all their pockets, they're checking in like bags and stuff. They can't find their ring.
That sucks.
Wow, I wonder what could have happened to it.
But now they're gonna blame Justin.
But here's the thing, Aiden wasn't over there yet.
I want to go over and ask. So I'm gonna notice that something's wrong. I'm gonna go over and ask what's happening.
Well, you're sitting right next to him, so he's just like, I swear I had my ring on, and it's not here anymore. I don't know what happened to it.
So have you checked your pockets?
What do you think I've been doing?
Well, I'm sure you have like hidden pockets. You sure you didn't stuff in there before coming
I'm
here?
fairly certain.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
Maybe you.
I swear I was just wearing it, and it's nowhere. I stole that tonight. I just got it, and it's missing.
Wait,
So-
you did what tonight?
So you might drop down the floor. See, it's a bit.
He
dark.
looks on the floor, and nothing's there. It's
Ask him who he stole it from.
I don't know. It was the rich folk around here. Why do you think we all come to the sermon? It's the only way that we can get up here without being, escorted by guards.
Maybe they stole it back.
Very unlikely, because that person I stole it from is not here.
Are you
Look
sure?
around. Maybe
I'm
I'm
someone-
fairly certain.
So you did know
They would stick out like a sore thumb.
What they're better rope than you. They could have just blended in with the crowd.
Maybe, who knows? I'm saying you might have stolen it, the person in front of me might have stolen it, or that little rat that's scurrying around under people's feet might have stolen it.
Why are you so fixated that someone stole it? Maybe you're just trying to scam me.
Maybe it
I
never
bet you
existed.
asked me the.
I haven't asked you for anything. You asked me about what I'm worried about.
See, it's all part of a scam. I'm being scammed right now. I'm gonna get people's attention and say that he's trying to scam me.
Did it ever exist? Is he delusional? Did it ever exist?
Yeah, ask him if the ring existed.
Michelle's like,
It's
hey
a
guys,
figment
look at this guy trying to scam
Justin,
me.
say, I think not only did you steal your own ring, but you stole my ring too.
This guy's trying to scam me in a room full of scammers. Look at this.
Who can scam the most?
Yeah.
And Justin, I need you to give me me another D20.
Oh boy.
Straight up or anything? I did
Just
good.
straight up D20.
Right, let me roll the big die because I feel this is going to be something special.
Camera switch.
You're gonna get like a nat 1 on
10.
All right. In front of you, okay, you can see under the little like desks that they have there, or like chairs, people sit on.
Yeah.
You can see a rat wiggling a ring off of the person in front of you.
A rat. Is this your rat or?
It's the rats of Nim.
Is it a real rat or is that a description of me?
No, it's a real rat, like an actual rat, like a big rat.
So someone trained a rat to steal things.
Follow Justin.
Yeah.
Wait, who's with you? You don't have Xander, do you?
So
No, Xander was with us.
I'm in the library.
You don't have anybody. You don't have anybody with
You
you.
should tell me about the rat so I can follow it.
so as the good cleric I am, I'm not going to tell the guy about the rat because they're a bad person. So I'm going to tell Aiden about the rat so he can go and utilize the
Follow it.
for finding
All right,
the rat.
Aiden, I need you to give me a D20 to see if you figure out.
Camera switch.
Hey, Sean.
That was almost that one. All right, so you see the rat that he's pointing at. It wiggles it off his finger, and then the rat's hand like turns into like a purple magic-y blob, and it shoots across the room to the guy that's sitting in front of Joe.
Wait, explain that again.
So the rat, once it gets the ring off of the guy's finger, it's like arm, leg, whatever, right?
Yeah.
With the ring, shoots to the guy that's sitting in front of Joe. And the guy grabs the ring and puts it in his bag.
Does Joe notice this?
No?
So it's like the rat's arm is like a portal?
No. The rat's arm is basically doing magic hand across the ring.
Oh, okay.
Joe, can you give me a perception check, please?
Let's see. I got a +4. How bad can this go? Survey says, 11.
Well, luckily for you, you notice somebody missing. It's the woman.
The one in front of me?
The woman that's sitting next to the guy in front of you is missing. She's not there anymore. It's just her cloak.
She's a were-rat.
She's a rat.
Whoa.
She's a were-rat.
That must be Wormtongue.
Peter Pettigrew.
Okay. Let's see here. Bard,
Hello.
I don't think you know what's going on.
I do not.
Play some music to dispel the magic.
Can I do that, actually?
Not really?
Okay then.
That was a good suggestion.
Play some music to catch the rat.
Oh,
wait,
yeah.
you don't know about the rat. do
Yeah,
you?
be like Pied Piper. And like
Wait, so I do not know about the rat, right?
You give me a perception check. Let's see if you see the arm fly across the room.
Is this
I would
the
sure hope you would see it.
Well, she might just see a regular rat.
Camera.
perception?
Wait, no. Wait. Are you gonna
Under
do that?
skills.
Yes, camera.
Oh, wait, hold on.
That was a bad.
19.
That was a bad.
You rolled a 19 with a 4.
Or there's a 15 modifier.
You see a rat scurrying in the corner.
I think we should play music and play Pied Piper.
Okay, but then can I play music for the rat?
I think you actually have a spell that's like attract rats or something.
Let me look through this.
All right, you're on hold then. Don't feel afraid to interrupt me if you're ready. Fighter.
Justin, look up like
That is
Pied
me.
Piper.
Fighter.
Yes.
You are going around people and just asking them if they know of a fight club.
Wow.
So I'm baking.
So far, you found one guy that says, yes, there's a fight club.
Let's go right now.
Wait, aren't I baking rule number 1?
Yes. That's the
Of course
point,
I am.
genius.
Okay.
He's just like, I don't know where it is, but there's a fight club.
See, that doesn't help me.
And you're a random guy that walks to me up on the street and just asked me if there's a fight club. I know of a fight club. I don't know where it is. That's all the information I know.
Should I intimidate him and to telling me?
Yeah, good luck with that.
No, but I'll give you benefit of the doubt and give me a perception check.
Hold on, I gotta check. Here's the bell. All right. Oh, come on. And what was my modifier? 10.
All right, great. The door he is standing next to. You look inside the door and there's just a ring of people fighting.
Is it really a door?
It is a door. It is a real door. You can walk in the door, and inside the room there is a pit where people are fighting.
Can I walk into it?
The door.
When you try to, he's just like, no weapons allowed.
Why do that?
That's a good question. What do you do now?
But you are a weapon.
Is it like
Nice joke.
is it like a coat check but with weapons?
Yeah, there's some like little wooden cubbies outside the door.
Take everybody else's weapons and run.
That's actually not a bad idea. That is not a bad idea.
That'll start a fight club, all right.
So do you store your weapons or do you try to steal the others?
Is anyone looking at me?
The guy in front of the door, yeah. He's the bouncer, dude.
Could that guy theoretically kill me?
Anyone could theoretically kill you.
Easily.
Most likely, yes. But looks can be deceiving.
I was just kidding about that.
I'm going to be nice and put my weapon in.
All right, you're going to put it in the cubby.
Yes.
Inside of his coat, he rips up a piece of paper, gives it to you, and says, "This is your ticket. We'll be right with you in a minute if you want to fight."
Awesome.
I'm going to go on. Joe.
All right, so I'm not seeing anything that's going on around me.
Well,
Not
you
really.
realize that the girl is gone.
Right, but that's about it.
And you see Justin like mime something to Aiden.
And I didn't sense the magic that happened with her.
Well, you still have detect magic going, so I would assume you would have seen a long straight line of magic across the room, but you don't know what it was.
Okay, so at this point, I'm more interested in the thing in the priest's arm.
Well, I mean, also the little guy had the.
Yeah, but we're gonna talk afterwards.
Yeah. So
So
yeah,
I'll
you
just-
look
I'll
back
just
at the
keep looking
priest.
around.
Well,
Uh-huh.
you look back at the priest, and that rod is gone.
Oh,
It's gone.
interesting.
And
Okay.
so are a lot of rings. There were a lot of rings that entered this room that are not in this room anymore.
The shiny is settling down.
Yeah.
Okay.
Also, by the way, bags of holding do not count as like a detect magic thing. Yes, they are magical, but you can only detect the bag of holding. You can't detect what's in it.
Oh, sure.
So you can either say, okay, everyone put away their magic like items in their bag of holding, or somebody is, doing something.
Right.
But yeah, and there are still some people with rings. Aiden is doing Aiden things.
His
so
pockets are glowing.
Every time Aiden tries to steal something, the rat already gets it.
Or he takes it from Aiden.
So basically, that's the information you have. What are you trying to do?
All right, I'm just gonna keep watching and observing for the moment.
Okay. Can you give me just a flat D20, please?
Yep. Oop, wrong screen.
By the way, this is during the service.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
the guy started. He's talking. Everyone's listening. Or you think everyone's listening.
Sorry, I rolled a 10 that time.
10? All right,
Uh-huh.
great.
It's getting a little better.
All right. Justin,
Yeah.
you see the rat give the ring to the guy in front of Joe.
Okay. So what I want to do is I want to take a small piece of paper and basically make a tiny version of the flyer that's rat sized.
That would be very difficult to do.
I'm sure you have a spell for that.
There probably is a minimize spell, but I'm not sure clerics get it. You can look and go on hold if you want.
Yeah, I'm gonna go on hold.
Okay. Rogue.
Yeah.
You see this fiesta front row and center. You see the rat. You see the magic arm go out. You see this thing stealing rings.
I want to grab the rat.
You're gonna grab the rat.
Yeah.
Aiden wants to buy it.
Okay. How are you gonna do this?
How far away from it is?
You are across a room. It's about probably a 20-foot room.
Okay, so I'm gonna go across the room and then just pick it up.
Are you just running?
normal
Are
rat.
you just running across the room, like in front of everyone, or are you kind of like going around everyone?
I'm I'm just running in front of
He's
everyone.
on a mission.
You should scream rat and then run at it.
I need you to give me a perception check then.
I want to see Aiden just run across her.
Camera switch.
Oh. I'm too busy yawning.
Wow, 16. It's fine.
You saw nothing in HD.
Yeah.
He has a 16.
Yeah, no, he saw nothing in HD. Sorry. All right. So, Aiden, you get to the mouse. How are you trying to pick it up? Are you just gonna grab it, or what are you doing?
I mean, it's a normal rat, right? It just has like the mage hand.
Well, you don't know that.
All right, I'm just gonna pick it up.
Oh. If it's what we think it is, it should be fairly larger than a regular rat.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Is that true?
It is a big rat. Like, probably not the biggest one you've seen, but definitely on the bigger side.
I'm gonna take. Can I like take off my cloak and like use it to like use it as like a basket to pick it up?
Seduce the rat. That's a good idea.
Yeah, sure. When you do that, when you bend down to grab it with your cloth, it actually bites you through it.
Fine. Can I stab it?
Well, hold on here. I need to make sure it hits
I'm
you
just saying that
first.
for the last
Well,
resort.
I need to make sure it hits you first. Yeah, it hits you.
Okay, I'm gonna stab it.
Hold up. I have to roll damage. You take an all of 2 points of damage.
Owie!
And you're just gonna outright stab it?
It's more like you.
Yeah. I'm gonna hit it with the blunt side of my dagger, or I guess the whatever the back of the dagger.
Yeah, the blunt side of your dagger. Yep.
So non-lethal strike.
The hilt.
Yeah.
Can you give me a perception check, please?
Last one didn't go so well.
Let's see how it goes.
That was not a
20.
Okay. You see the rat it sees you get the knife out, right? And it runs to the back side of the room where Joe is.
Great. Can I throw the knife at it?
No throwing knives in churches.
Is the rat glowing towards me?
Yes, it is glowing. It is glowing towards you.
Can I punt it?
Well, it's not glowing towards you. It's glowing in front of you because it stopped in front of the guy that's right there.
Yeah, kick it back to Aiden.
Catch.
He can't reach it.
Oh.
Yeah. Bard.
Hi, okay.
You see the rat bolt to the back side of the room.
Okay. So is it possible to cast Hold Monster on this rat?
Don't you have a Pied Piper spell?
I
Could have sworn you did.
I'm looking.
That might be a rogue thing. It might be like talk to rats or something. I'm not sure.
Oh, it's definitely a bard thing.
Is it? Okay.
Okay, let me look for a rat.
Okay. Do you want to hold then, or do you still want to try your idea?
Actually, wait. Could I summon more rats?
No, you won't be the fun.
Wait, hold up. You want to summon more?
Yes.
Confuse it.
How many are we talking? Like 1, 3, 10, hundreds? Like what?
What?
I guess all they can do is with your spellcasting if you cast it. Would be responsible.
Do you want to hold for now?
No. I don't want to summon a bunch of rats. I would like to.
So first, I want to jump in so I can cast a spell to help Emily.
Okay, go ahead. What spell?
Oh wait, yeah. I want to cast the spell Prayer on Emily. So it
Okay.
gives me and all of my allies get a +1 luck bonus on attack rolls, weapon damage rolls, saves, skill checks, while each of the foes take a -1 penalty on such rolls.
That wouldn't have come in handy when you guys were rolling that ones. All right. Sure. Yeah, you can use that spell. That's fine.
And
I'm pretty sure.
It's everyone in a 40-foot radius, so everyone.
So you're giving all of the shady
Allies are
people.
also. So I want. So okay, here's my question.
So
No.
who's an ally? Who is like define
everyone in the
ally?
party. Everyone in the party.
Okay, so you're basically saying everyone else in the room that isn't the party is an enemy.
So here's my question: will they notice that I cast a spell on them?
Who knows? You just saw a rat take a ring off of somebody's finger.
Alright, so, okay, I'm going to give a +1 vote. I'm designate everyone in the room except the 2 suspicious people as allies, and the rat is an enemy.
Okay,
So
great.
they get a bonus, but only the people we were actually fighting against the negative penalty.
Okay, great.
Rat face you, he is enemy in this dojo.
Okay, so okay, Emily, what spell are you casting?
Okay, I will cast Hold Monster on the rat.
Hold monster. Are you doing it like in the middle of the room? Or are you doing it like
It's a
where?
creature.
Because monster and creature are two different things. Does it say creature?
One living creature.
One living creature. Okay, great.
Okay.
It is a living creature. So that means that. So that means. What is the DC on it?
Where do I find that?
Justin, can you look?
Yeah. There's a will saving throw.
A will saving throw. Okay.
A will saving throw. But there's the -1 and Emily gets a +1.
Yep. Emily, you cast Hold Monster, and the rat stops for a second, can't move, and it does a little like butt wiggle, and then it just keeps scurrying along to the guy that's in the back of the room.
Fortunate.
Indeed.
You're just unmute the magic pop.
I have a bow.
Okay.
Can I shoot it?
One moment, please. Icky.
Okay, so I can see this thing coming back towards me or no?
Well, it is in front of the guy that's sitting in front of you. And you can basically see X-ray through the place that they're sitting.
Okay.
It scurries back, goes onto the cloak that's hanging like on the back of the chair.
Oh, I want to intercept it
all of a
before it gets
sudden-
on there.
And then all of a sudden, the woman's back.
Do I scream rat and kick her?
Very. If you want to talk to the guy, probably not the best idea.
Yeah, probably not. Okay.
Yeah.
So, I'll just observe then.
Yep. Screen video went out.
Yeah. Okay.
Yep. All right, great. Okay, so the sermon has now ended. People are leaving.
Can I go to the back of the room and hand out more flyers on their way out?
Sure. Why
And
not?
I would say here, as you can see, that's a whole lot of bowls. So here's some actual an actual good religion to join.
Okay, have fun with that. All right, Joe, what
I
are you
want to
doing?
do that too before they all leave.
Okay.
I want to go out there and do my pickpocketing thing while I present the religion.
All right, great.
All right.
I'm gonna just use your previous rolls for that.
So how
Um,
how well did I get a how good of a look did I get at the medallion or amulet or whatever?
Well, he showed it to you, purposely showed it to you.
Enough that I
It
can make
is-
an accurate mental image, right?
Yes,
All
it
right.
is a bearded man that's wearing very loose garments, with a sun behind him, right?
Uh-huh.
And then there are the demonic runes around the edges of it.
Okay.
But more importantly, that you saw is even in the amulet, like there's like an edge to it where the demonic symbols are, and then there's like the inside part. The inside part had more runes on it.
Okay. So I'm going to cast Locate Object so that I can keep track of where he's going.
Are you doing that now or after he leaves?
I'll wait till he steps out the door.
Okay.
It's got a 400 plus 40 foot per level range.
Oh wow, then yeah, no, you're fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, you're good. Okay. Great idea. Anything else?
Nope, just that.
All right, Aiden,
Yeah.
your hull is negative 500 gold.
Ouch.
Because of that rat.
All of the rings you stole are missing.
Wait, so what happened to the rat?
It turned into the woman.
Oh.
And they got all the stuff.
You made it
Sure.
quite easy for them by holding everything in the same bag.
Okay.
You
That's
suck at this
fine.
game.
They didn't take any of your stuff, though. They just took your gold and the stuff you stole.
Wait, so where are they now?
They left.
I'm gonna chase them down.
Well, I mean, Joe has a tracking thing on them, so
No, but I wanna like sprint after them.
why?
Because I need my gold! He needs it. I have so much more gold than that. But this just hurts me. I can't let them win this.
Can't let them win.
Okay. Sure, you can do that. Just roll me a stealth check, and then we'll be good.
Okay, well, as long as I don't get a nat 1, I can't fail this.
You said it out loud, not me.
Try it.
25.
25. All right, that's perfectly fine. They probably don't see you. They probably don't see you.
That's 21 modified.
Okay. Bard, are you doing anything while people leave, or are you just chilling?
Can I go help and try to convert people?
Sure. You'll go with Justin. All right. Fighter.
Yeah.
No fighting.
A guy when you walk into the building, a guy approaches you and says, "You want to fight?"
Like me.
Why do you think I'm healed?
Good question.
It's people come to watch, dude.
Yes.
All right. This is how it works. We pay you per fight, and you just fight the people that work here. And if you win, you get money. If you lose, well, you have to come back tomorrow.
And you might be dead.
Fun.
So, yeah. Do you want the next fight, or do you want to like schedule something for another day, or?
I'll take the next fight.
All right, great. We'll be right with you. Go over any points to a place where like there's a little opening to like a little gate, and then it's a drop down into the ring where you would fight.
Okay.
Okay. And yeah, he just says stand at that gate, and we'll call you when you're ready. All right. So, question for the people who went to go see the wizards: are you guys going to try to see if there's anything in the house specifically that you want to look at?
I mean, we could check to see if there's any interesting things in the house. Like, is there magical orb anywhere around that we happen to see?
There are a few like crystal balls that are used for like fortune telling, and even like even somebody like a monk would know that. It's just a ball that kind of just does fortune telling. That's
I
all you can
resemble
see.
that remark.
Can you give me a perception check real quick?
Okay. 18.
Plus modifier?
Yeah.
Okay. You see a bookshelf that has a little gap in between the next bookshelf and itself. And you can see on the floor some marks that would probably be from sliding the bookshelf from left to right.
Okay.
That is the most out of place thing that you see.
But they haven't told us anything useful. So how the hell do you bring that up in the conversation? So hey, what's behind the bookshop?
Nothing really. I think we recently cleaned underneath them, so there might be a couple of scratch marks on the floor.
Or there could be a secret door back there. What do you got going on?
I mean, well, we're wizards in a castle that kind of banned wizardry, so.
You're a hairy wizard.
Any good spells going on back there?
I mean, not any unusual ones. We just kind of use it to practice. If you don't practice, you kind of lose stuff. So.
We take a look back there. Maybe there's something that can help us in our quest.
He looks at the guy that you could probably guess lives here as well, and the both of the wizards kind of just nod at each other, and he's just like, "Yeah, sure, I'll let you take a look." He like spins something that's on the bookshelf, and then he kind of just slides the bookshelf aside, and he unlocks the door that was behind it, and he opens it, and it's just a study where there's a desk and a couple of bookshelves and some magical items on a table, most likely of their own production.
Raina or Druid dude back there. Anything you guys want in that room? No? You're with me. Yes, you are.
I didn't know if it switched back to ours.
Yes.
Yeah. How do you think I'm talking if they didn't switch back to us?
What's happening?
Wow.
I didn't know if it switched back.
Well, you should
Okay.
go to the
So, secret passage behind bookshelf, wizard people show you, and it's just a study with a desk and some bookshelves.
Okay, and the question is, what do I want?
It is most likely it is a place they've been practicing their magic.
Well, yeah, you can see kind of like it looks like magical items on the desk that they've kind of created. Maybe some notes on the ground.
So I thought you guys might want to take a look around and see if there's anything you guys might want to use for the upcoming quest. Since you and Xander are the two magical ones. Or we can just leave.
I'm still waiting for my comic book.
Okay, well, forget about your comic book. You're in a magical room. Would you like to see if there's anything you might want to use?
Can I just do a general check if there's anything useful?
Yep. Go ahead and roll it.
Any good
So
spells?
straight D20 or like?
My spells are for nature.
Just give me like a perception check. Just looking around, looking for anything suspicious
Or useful?
or useful. Yep.
16.
16. The three magical items that you see on the desk are kind of like incomplete. They just kind of have engravings on them, not runes per se, but they're just engravings. Probably they're making wands or staves or something. It's very high level kind of craftsmanship to do that. But you see on the bookshelf to the left, or not to the left, to the right of the desk, there are a few books missing and there are a few books on the floor. And in those books, there are the runes that were on the dagger that you guys are in possession of. And they're just in books with probably descriptions next to them and stuff like that.
Are the two like sorcerer wizard dudes in there with us?
The two dudes are with you guys, and
Could I ask for them, like, are you researching these runes? Like, why are these runes?
well, those runes we're researching at the moment. We're trying to figure out what they do and kind of how we would use them in a kind of a scientific way, kind of produce something with them. So far, we can only see that one of them has an emotional response, one of them holds magic, and one of them makes you release said energy or emotion. That's kind of like all we know about them. We're trying to figure out if there's any usefulness of them. We kind of known their base functionality, but we've been trying to figure out if there's anything else we could do with it.
What if you put them on a weapon? How would that work?
I don't know. I haven't actually thought of that before.
These wizards are gonna ruin it for everybody.
Why were you specifically researching these ones?
Just research. We worked at the academy, and this was our job for the city. We would produce something. We would find a rune, figure out what it's used for, and then find an applicable thing to do with it. And these are the three that we chose to recently study, and we just kind of haven't stopped with that. It was actually inspired by a fairy tale that we used to actually know about back in the day before everything got so crazy.
Oh yeah, what fairy tale is that?
Let's see. Memory perceives it was the berserker. I can't remember the rest of it. And then the other one said staff. Yeah, something like that. Berserker staff. Yeah.
How did it go?
Can I double check the papers on the floor and see if any of them are the last 3 pages of the book?
Sure. Yeah. You look through them and no, all of them are notes.
Any useful notes or just the same stuff we know?
Just same stuff,
All right.
You kind of figured out that the rune that says explode means kind of get rid of or kind of exit, whatever. Yeah.
Expel.
Yeah.
So did I know the rest of the story or no?
Yeah. So do you want, like, I'm assuming you ask them if they know the story, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah. They look at each other just like, well, for what I can remember, a god gave a certain staff to a worshiper or something, and he fought all of the wars for said god, and by the end of it, he ended up dying. Don't particularly remember how, but I don't exactly think it was wounds, but I might be wrong.
Nice fairy tale that everybody loves, but nobody can remember.
It's a very old fairy tale. Very few people actually remember it. I think only people of wizard descent actually remember it because, well, or I guess people who are older. It's been about 150 years before people just stopped telling it to their kids.
Yeah, but they remember the 3 runes from it, but they don't remember the ending. That seems really weird.
Yeah, mainly because there's a book in the library with it. No one can remember the ending because there is no ending to the book in the library. The pages were ripped out.
Okay. Anything else in this room that we noticed or discovered?
Give me another perception check. But they are trying to kind of like rush you out of the room. You can kind of see.
31 on that 20.
You rolled a nat 20.
Yep.
Yeah, no, something's suspicious here. Something's very suspicious here. You kind of get a feeling that the area you're in is bigger than it looks. And you get a feeling that these 2 wizards don't really want you poking around their room.
Then why'd they show us at the room in the first place?
Because I made them.
That's good.
Can I motion to Raina to do a dispel magic? Or detect magic?
Well, the whole room is.
Yeah, that's true.
I can already tell you the answer is yes.
Yeah, no.
I can try the spell.
Go for it.
Sure. I don't know the role for that.
Can Raina try to dispel magic?
Yeah. Are you trying to do it discreetly, or are you just waving your hand around the room?
Well, last time you waved your hand around the room, look what happened.
I mean, I'll do it stealthily,
Okay.
You don't want any more stitches?
I don't know the role for spell magic.
By the way, guys, if you guys are on hold, you can just jump in.
Is there anyone still on hold?
No, it's the 3 of us.
I've been on hold
Sean.
because I've been in the bathroom for like 20 minutes. And none of
Yeah?
So what do you want to do,
the
Xander?
role?
Tell us what you want to do.
Let Raina finish.
you do before, but none of you heard me. I said I wanted to do it.
Well, you have to make yourself heard here. Go ahead, Raina.
Raina, what are you doing?
Do you know the role for spell magic? I don't remember what it is.
I think it's a DC on my end. I think you're trying to counter somebody else's spell. So,
Okay.
yeah, I'll just So you use Dispel Magic and not really much changes. Apparently they used magic to make everything look cleaner, but that's not really an issue. They kind of just look at each other and kind of just have this fucking, they have a kind of a depressed face, kind of just like, dang, you caught us, you know? And the room is a mess. There's dishes everywhere. There's, you know, there's just stuff all strewn around the room. According to them, they've been working with these ruins for about 3 weeks, and they haven't figured out anything new about them.
Is that what I noticed, or is there something else going on?
Well, they used a spell to conceal how dirty the room actually was.
So it's not actually bigger.
It's not bigger, no. There's just a lot more stuff in here.
More clutter.
Anything in the clutter that we find interesting?
Not really. It's mostly just either trash, crumpled up paper that they probably figured out was bogus, or they just haven't really found what they're looking for. And then, like I said, there's dishes laying around. There's, you know, empty cups, stuff like that.
Could I like ask people, like, if you guys find something about this, tell me I'm quite interested in the subject kind of thing?
I'm sorry, I didn't catch that. What'd you say?
Can I ask the scholars if they find anything interesting to like tell me, because I'm like quite interested in learning about runes?
They said, "Oh yeah, no, we would love to. It's been a while since we were able to teach someone. Just come by and we can talk about what we found and stuff like that. It is getting pretty late. We need to go somewhere early in the morning, so we'll probably have to kick you guys out for until tomorrow. But please do come back. We would love to talk about the runes."
All right. I don't really know if I have anything else to look for.
Okay.
Xander, did you want to do anything?
Xander, this would be your time.
The things I wanted to do were back when we were having fun in the area,
Having fun in what area?
in the little city.
In the what?
Where you guys were pickpocketing stuff.
Then you
You
should
were-
have been, dude.
I
You weren't-
did.
You weren't in that room. You were with us.
Yeah, you were at the library.
I know, and I was looking for a comic book. But you never
Yeah.
got my answer.
Yeah, I said I'd get back to you on that.
I still don't have my
When
answer.
Sean says he'll get back to you, it means he doesn't want to do it.
What can I ask you this? What purpose would that propose to the group and you as a character?
What purpose would what propose? My comic book?
Yes.
You'll see.
You'll see.
Xander,
That's
I know what he's doing.
I am the DM. You need to communicate with me what your intentions are so I can help you get those intentions answered.
So what
Can
you
I
want to do?
message you individually on
yeah,
Discord?
Xander, no, dude, there's
Just
a DM
tell him.
chat in here, but
Oh, okay. I'll message you on DM chat.
It's a good idea.
It is a
I don't
good
know if it will
idea.
work.
you know
Alright.
what he's doing.
So Sean, it's getting
Yeah.
late.
It
When's a
better-
good?
Yeah.
when's a-
So it's getting late. Do you guys want to end now or in 15 minutes? Because as I see it right now, next session you guys will have a map, and Joe will talk to the two people he met at the church,
And I can fight people.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
and you will fight people next
I
time.
did.
You have a plot line, though.
I'm inside the fight club.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you're inside the fight club. Yeah. So I have 3 things for you guys on the schedule for next session. If you guys want to end now.
I messaged
No,
you.
Alright, that's fine.
See, I can't decide if I want to chase down the rat person for money.
We can stop now. Joe, you want to roll it out?
Yeah.
Yep. Should I do the video?
Yeah.
All right, 1 second. All right, guys. We are in the video.